Let's go. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coast stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Round the bottoms, pay the bills. That's right, baby. Bitcoin moody, she be moving like a ghost. Wick up, wick down, and she do the most. Everybody yelling short, everybody yelling long. I just watch the chart and let the market sing the song. My narrative don't matter, my feelings don't count. If the setup look clean, then I'm still in that amount. Stop loss tight, but the mindset loose. Learn how to lose, that's the trade of truth. No revenge trade, no panic. Click, if the candle flips red, I adapt real quick. Casino talking, I hear bells. Liquidations, can't you tell? TA plays out every time. Just not how you had it in your mind. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coast stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right,
trade inbound.
That's right, baby.
Attention, trade alert. High probability setup found.
Head and shoulders, then the pattern
Time to
change.
blindly follow JP.
Falling wedge. I'm not guessing, I'm playing the edge. Fair value gap like a speed boost. Market your caught when the candle cuts loose. Drag that stop in the profit. Quick take profit. Damn it, don't marry the pig. Pinky up if we bullish. Red dot if we put us. Green dot on the daily. Not a whole chat going foolish. Spam the chat with the coins. Tell me where the money at. High probability setup. Then I'm pointing to the map. Can I get a name in? Can I get some dollar signs? We in the money, baby. Let the runner climb. Not financial advice, but the chart don't lie. If the trade goes wrong, we don't cry, we fly. Trade alert. Trade inbound. Stop below. Target found. Liquidity magnet. Price get dragged. Shorts get cooked. Longs get bagged. Monk mode. No fear. No greed, just flow. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coast stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Oh, chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Round the bottoms, pay the bills. That's right, baby. Learn how to lose. Let the chart tell the truth. That's right, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Check, chickadee, check. How we go? We good? It just that freaking mute button. Yeah. Okay, how we doing? Great job. We had the mute button on, the entire global mute. Awesome. Welcome into the Zen Trading Zone. I'm the Zen Master JP. Interesting that you guys heard the sound, the music and all of that. but you probably couldn't even hear the music either. Are you kidding me? You couldn't even hear the freaking song? You couldn't hear anything because the freaking mute group was on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. Don't you love it, man? Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the Zen Trading Zone. This is so silly. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob. Guys, welcome in. If there's one thing to get the engagement started, is that have the mic muted to start. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome in, everybody, to the Zen Trading Zone. Every day I come here and I ask for a new lease on a narrative when I start the stream. We'll do the same thing here, okay? Now you got no song, nothing. You got nothing. Now I owe you a song. Are you kidding me? Can we just clap? Can we just clap everything? You got no song. That's why somebody said, is this the remix? Like, this must be the remix version. Somebody said that in the chat. Beautiful. Oh my God, guys. Somebody should have said something. Welcome in, guys. Where we coming from? Where we coming from? Are you in Vegas? Are you in New York City? Are you in California, India, Brazil? My people from Germany. Do you hear me loud and clear now? Do you hear me loud and clear? Is this better? Is this better? Hey, Rob, you mind turning that monitor around for me? It helps me see my levels right there. I could have saw that freaking problem had I had my monitor turned around. I owe you guys a song. I'll play the song again, but goddamn, everybody welcome in, man. We got to get in these charts, guys. We got to get in these charts, man. I can't believe that. Damn. I definitely owe you guys a song, man. Everybody welcome in. How is BTC still up? How is it up, guys? We should have been Clap City'd already, right? We should have been Clap City. Oh my God. Oh my God. But BTC still going up, guys, since earlier. This should have dumped already, right? This should have dumped. We were so bearish. But now it looks like it's making some type of ascending triangle. Are we making some type of ascending triangle? Would be bullish consolidation for BTC. That is frustrating. I hope you guys forgive me for that intro. That is frustrating, man. I want you to hear the song. I want you to get excited, man. Come on. But we're going to get it together, guys. We're going to get it together. I'm getting used to going solo in the studio, with minimum help. Rob helping me out here today, but minimum help. All right. Is that ascending triangle for BTC on the 5-minute time frame? Is interesting that it hasn't lost the level yet, right? Very interesting. It said Bitcoin dominance still going up. K-Trade said just got out of that Jupe trade. Yeah, let's check in on the trades, guys. Let's check in on the trades. Who made some money here today? Come on, give me the money. Yeah. I got all the trades up here except the one that I followed Dave on. Dave, you're clapping me. You're clapping me, Dave. Flame it. I'm up on everything except this freaking Eigen, whatever the hell you want to call it layer. I don't want it in my portfolio layer. Looks crazy. But Jupe is up pretty nicely, 33% on the Jupe trade. Do we let this thing cook still? This thing, it looks pretty bullish. I got to say, it looks bullish right now. What a big move up for Jupe. We'll take a look at it. Everything cooking right now, right? I got my soul trade cooking. This was a highly speculative soul long based on a very small time frame. I said that there was a flag that looked gorgeous, right? It was a beautiful flag. And normally I take the flags, right? I play flags. But in this environment, man, it just seemed like the flags are usually the traps, which it looks like it was. It broke out a little bit, but then just dumped all the way down. And what I did was I waited till everybody got stopped out there, and I got in here. I got in here. And so far in the money, right? So far in the money on the soul trade, I did not pay the flag. But am I now playing an inverse head and shoulder on Solana? Take a look at that. There's a shoulder, there's a head, and a right shoulder on Solana. Interesting, huh? Let's remove the drawings there. We'll take a look at Solana. Does that inverse head and shoulder play out? I love the entry exactly at the head there. It seems like I should definitely have the anti-clapper installed here. Let me just zoom out. Where's my anti-clapper? Anti-clapper is the stop loss and to break even. And that should be an anti-clapper. There we go. Can't lose anything on the trade now. And then I have, what else I have? I have the SWE trade that was cooking from all the way this morning. SWE, look, gonna do the full TP. It may do the full TP. SWE, let's go. Come on. Come on, folks. How we feeling? Who else is in the money right now? Who's in the money with some trades, guys? Come on. It took some courage to take these trades. I got to say, guys, when everything is so bearish, everybody's so damn bearish, it's hard sometimes to take the bullish trades, but you got to be courageous, man, and you got to be able to survive the clappage. Survive the clappage. Don't let it deter you and still follow your models. Amen. All right, so it looks like everything is cooking right now to the upside except this one trade. What is going on with this one? What are you doing to me, Dave? I'm about to cut this one off. Like, what? Why is it coming straight down? I can just clapping me, man. I don't want to be clapped this much. Not enjoying this. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. What I may do is just raise this stop loss. Yeah, this needs to be cut off, man. This eigen layer is just a horrible trade. Not feeling it right now. Not even attempting to do anything. Just take the $51 loss. I might just do that, man. Just take the $51 L. Yeah, that looks horrible. All right, let's do this. Let's de-risk here. De-risk on that. Can I close a portion of it? You know what? Just close it. Take my L. Close the whole trade. Close it. I took the L. Clap me. There we go. Took the L. Now I only have winning trades. Get that out of my portfolio. Okay, guys, let's do the top down for Bitcoin. Let's start over. Let's reset the narrative. Who cares what happened earlier? Who cares what happened yesterday? Let's really do a top down analysis for BTC and create a narrative together, okay? All right, and shout out to everybody in the chat, man. All my good people in that chat. Let's create a narrative here together. All right, all my good people. Shout out to Flat Smack. Shout out to Dion is Fresh. Jesus is the way. I see Philly Skills. All my good people in the chat checking in. The Crypto Hefe. Good to see you. BH Snipes, thank you for your super chat. Literally sent me a super chat to say your mic is unplugged. Damn. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support, Snipes. If you want to see something, Snipes, I'll prioritize a request from you since you sent a super chat for that. Yeah, you definitely didn't need to do that, but I appreciate it. So if you want to see something, you don't have to send a super chat. I hope I see it, though. Just fix something here. Give me the YouTube. Perfect. All right, we are good. All right, yeah, so BH, if you want to make a request for something, feel free. I'll remember that. BH Snipes, I owe you a coin if you want one. TA, a deep dive, BH Snipes. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Let's get down to business. Top-down analysis. Who's ready for the top-down analysis? Hit the like button early, baby. Hit the like button early. If you're just getting in, welcome into that Zen Trading Zone. That's right, the Zen Trading Zone, where, objective analysis rules all, okay? And my opinion doesn't matter. All right, here we go. All right, so the monthly time frame, we're still holding on to that 50 MA support. It looks unchanged for the most part, right? For the most part, it looks unchanged. Let's look at the weekly time frame. A weekly time frame still hugging that 200 MA, have not yet lost it. I'm a bull as long as we stay above that level. I'm a bear if we lose the level. It's that simple, okay? I'm a monk in the chair at the moment, but I will turn into a bear if we lose that 200 MA on the weekly time frame. So far, respecting it. Will we turn this candle into a green candle by the end of the week? That could be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be very bullish for Bitcoin if we can turn the weekly candle green with a wick below the 200 MA. That 9 MA crossing bearishly there is a concern. It could be the next catalyst for the move down. The bearish cross, we call it a death cross. Right there, the 9 MA crossing the 200 bearishly is a possibility. Oh, it looks more than possible. It's going to happen. It looks like it's going to happen here. Let's go ahead and look at the daily time frame BTC. And remember, we do have a daily candle close at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. We will cover the daily candle close together. I'll be here for you still during the daily candle close. We're early, folks. We're early today. Who's early? Who's happy to be early? Who's ready for early clapping? That's right. Early clappage, man. Welcome in. Who's here? Who is here? Don't be hiding. But daily time frame, the previous daily candle was definitely a bearish one. Let's see what happens with this one. We got about an hour and a half left, right? An hour and a half left to the daily candle close. So far, looking kind of bullish. You know, a huge wick to the downside. We went down low, but the buyers did step in. And starting to make this candle look bullish. 50 MA looks like a pretty critical level. A pretty critical level for BTC. So far, respecting it on the daily time frame. Daily time frame has the low stochastics. RSI a little bit high, but not completely overbought. We have the money flow green and the VWAP pointing down. That's bearish. That's bearish for the most part, but, you know, kind of reset a little bit. Almost reset with that stochastics on the daily time frame. How about the next time frame is the 4-hour that I pay very close attention to. The 4-hour is a lot of times my setup layer, right? My alignment time frame. I use a higher time frame for a bias, but I also oftentimes look for a setup in short-term direction on the 4-hour time frame. And the 4-hour did touch the 200 MA, the yellow line here, and gave us a nice bounce, a beautiful bounce. And look at the wick. The liquidity grab often tells me that, you know, it's a certain level, a certain bottom. You know, we took some folks out, and now it acts like a springboard to push price the other way. So low stochastics, low RSI. You have a green dot, which is a buy signal on market cipher B. The VWAP has crossed bullishly, giving you that green dot. That's a buy signal. And if this is my alignment time frame, there's a buy signal right there. But is it a trap? Is it a buy trap? Go ahead, monk man, buy so we can clap you into eternity. And also, just looking at the structure, you see the structure. That's like a textbook head and shoulder, isn't it? There's a shoulder, there's a head, there's a right shoulder right there. A head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. Pretty clear, I would say. Pretty clear head and shoulder. What would be the neckline here, though? Right? What would be the neckline? I think, to be fair and to be conservative, and you normally want to be conservative in a situation like this, I would say that the neckline is there and not the 200 MA. That's the neckline. This is the length of the head right there. That can give you the measured move. Where is, if this fully plays out, it could come down to 61,500, the measured move from the head and shoulder. But also look at the fact that you see why I drew the neckline, and look what price is. Did price come up to test the neckline in confluence with the 9 MA, the orange line? Is this a bearish retest of the neckline of the head and shoulder? Damn. Oh, that may be a good question to ask you there. Is this a bearish retest of the neckline? Actually, let me see if I can create a quick poll. I think I could pull that off. 1 second, quick poll here. Start a poll. Bearish retest. All right, is this a bearish retest of the 4-hour? HNS is head and shoulder. Okay, if you don't know, HNS is head and shoulder. Bearish retest of the 4-hour head and shoulder, yes or no? I just started a poll. A 1 for yes, 2 for no. Give me an exit poll as well. Exit poll, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is this a bearish retest of the 4-hour head and shoulder, knees and toes? Get back to it. There we go. So there we go. 4-hour head and shoulder. Just get rid of that and zoom out. Zoom all the way out here. Okay, the head and shoulder must be taken serious here as we have the momentum shift to the downside. Remove all of that. So tell me how much weight you guys put on that head and shoulders. I definitely take it into consideration. I don't say I play it 100% of the time, but I definitely take that into consideration. And that's major on a 4 hour. Are you kidding me? Head and shoulders, that clear, that textbook. We have to take that serious. All right, let's go down to the 30-minute time frame. Here we go, 30-minute time frame. What do we have here on Bitcoin? Is that just a bear flag? Is this just a big shaky bear flag about to roll over? Not perfect. It does have that that head right there, what looks like a slanted inverse head and shoulder. But generally it's trending up, right? Even if we put it right there, this is trending up to potentially break down just like a bear flag would, right? Could do something like that and then still dump. You're below the 200 MA on the 30-minute time frame. That is bearish. High stochastics. It could just be a bear flag to resistance and then dump. We'll see. Shout out to VV, says, love your lives. Fa. Thanks for being here. Take my own trade by my side, but love be there. Thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, I definitely think you guys should all take responsibility for your own trades. But I appreciate everybody being here and here for the analysis. Who's here for the analysis, baby? It's all about the analysis and what's happening right now, right? What's happening right now. So could be a bear flag. You never know on the 30-minute. How about the 5-minute where we have been pretty bullish, but is it doing the shaky pump? The shaky pump is when we have a bunch of flash dumps and flash recoveries on the way up. You know, flash dump, quick recovery, big pump, sideways, pump, dump some more, pump again, all over the place. Juke moves, right? Juke moves, crossing you up on the court, breaking your ankles. Who's getting their ankles broken right now? Who's getting their ankles broken? Shout out to BTC DCA, says, appreciate you, JP. Now, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Guys, is this a bearish retest of that 4-hour head and shoulder? Head and shoulder, knees and toes. Hasamaker says, I'm here for the clapping. All right, well, welcome in. You're in the right place. Here's a 1-minute time frame. BTC, what's the 1 minute? Oh, my God. The 1 minute just lost the 200 MA. This could be the very beginning of something bearish here. Just lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute, but we could also do something like this. Just briefly lose it, come back up, maybe even consolidate, and then, still go up higher, possibly. All right, so that's your top-down analysis. The big takeaway from that, I think, is the weekly still above the 200 MA. That's important. That makes me want to still be potentially bullish on the macro for BTC. The daily time frame, it was still technically holding the divergences, right? The bullish divergences, the low right there, the lower low, and the higher low on the price. Same thing with the weekly, still respecting the divergences. As long as the divergences are there and we're above the weekly 200 MA, it makes me still potentially bullish on BTC. Cautiously bullish, right? Cautiously and potentially bullish. Now, the 4-hour, my alignment time frame is where I get some friction here. And it makes it a little bit difficult because I like to follow the 4-hour. And the 4-hour is actually giving me a buy signal, says market cipher B. The momentum to the downside now coming up. Give me that VWAP cross. Give me the green dot, the green dot, right? The buy signal on market cipher B. And the fact that the 4-hour is technically at a bottom of a range, right? What's the range? What's the dealing range? I'm just explaining to you why this is a little bit difficult for me. There you go. Call that a range. Call that a range. Call it. We're at the POC. Oh, my God. More confluence. Are you kidding me? So there's a POC similar right around where that neckline is, guys, with the bearish retest. That acts as resistance right now. That acts as resistance. So there's a lot of confluence for a dump off that head and shoulder right now, guys. I got to say, the 9MA, the POC, both rejecting price as well as that neckline kind of lining up at that same level right around 64,100. It looks like a rejection zone for BTC could make it come down. I mean, yes, we have a green dot on a 4-hour, but how easily could this VWAP line just roll over, right? How easily could this just roll over and then give us a red dot? We've seen that before. You know, the green dots and red dots ain't guaranteed. It doesn't mean it's indefinite. And look at this candle coming in right now, starting to look a little bit bearish here on the 4-hour. Yeah, so the 4-hour tells me that, you know, we're closer to the bottom of the range than the top, but at the same time, the market structure is showing me something that could be bearish. All right, let's get rid of that. And then the 30-minute and the bear flag doesn't help, right? It doesn't help. So let's take a look at the casino. Let's take a look at the casino. We'll look at the auto clappers and the liquidity. We'll look at all the different factors that help me create my bias here. And right now, the casino, it looks like we took a trip to the supply zone. We did take a trip to the supply zone. And it's interesting, no possible price reversal was called here, although it was called right here at the top. No possible price reversal on the second trip to the supply zone. But a pull to the downside, after, look, a bullish condition, which is interesting. Never called a bearish condition. Technically still in a bullish condition on a pull to the downside with demand in the positive region, just at about 7, right? 7.64 for the demand. Will it go back below the zero line and get really bearish again like we were early this morning? I have no volume data. As it's stuck. It's just stuck at 34 trades per minute, not moving. And the 1 minute through the 5 minute bullish, 10 minute through the 2 hour bearish, 4 hour bullish, supposedly 6 hour to the 1 day bearish. Orders coming in slow. Even though I don't have volume data, orders looks like it's coming in slow at the moment. All right, let's mute that. And then we'll take a look at the liquidity heat map from Trading Different. Let me refresh my session here. That's right. This is a liquidity heat map on a trading view chart. Has everything we need to know for liquidity purposes. 5-minute time frame. Wow, are we really favoring the top side now? What a change, huh? Locally, it looks like liquidity favors the upside. 64,100. Is everybody and their mama shorting right now? Have we created new liquidity to the upside? I'm seeing hot red bands at 64,400. I'm seeing it could go way up. It could be 68,000, 70,000 is still possible. But let's also not ignore the downside liquidity, which is also very hot. You see the yellow liquidity to the downside, the red liquidity to the downside right there, 62,400. We got a bright red area at 61,000, and that goes lower. Could bring it all the way down to 53,000. Hell, 47K. Bitcoin is at the brink right now. It's at the brink. Okay, it's at the breaking point. It's at a very critical level as far as which way we want to go. And we have liquidity to favor either way. So right now it's up to the market structure and it's up to the sentiment. How does the people feel? What is your sentiment in the chat? Do we see 80K first, or do we see a 45K first? Which one is coming first? Talk to me in the chat. Let's have the discussion. And just in terms of market structure, it does appear to be rolling over a bit. Just looking at the structure here, that does kind of look like a bear flag, kind of trending up the breakdown, isn't it? Trending up the breakdown. Tons of liquidity to the downside. You also have some to the upside. Here we go. The auto clappers. What are auto clappers doing? Auto clappers are long. 7 out of 10 right now. Auto clappers long 7 out of 10. And as far as the Bitcoin battlefield, let me just refresh everything. It's been so long. I had this computer on the whole time. Let me just refresh everything. And it's probably going to bring up the whole sign up. Hold on, give it 1 second. All right, we'll turn the volume up. All right, here we go. So battle completely even. Nobody doing anything. Nobody want to fight. Now, it looks pretty even as of right now. This is just a representation of what's happening exactly right now. And exactly right now in the market. Who is in control? And nobody in control right now. Nobody in control. Bulls pushing, bears pushing, both pushing. If they both push at the same time with equal strength, nothing happens. It goes nowhere. But the bears starting to push a little bit more right now. Bears starting to push a little bit more. Pretty even on the battlefield. We'll keep looking at the Bitcoin battlefield, where the tanks and all the units do represent liquidity in the market. Every destroyed unit is a liquidation. Okay, we're watching people get destroyed and liquidated in real time in this battle for Bitcoin. Currently around 63,800. And here's the bulls with a push. The bulls with a push, guys. Here we go. All right, let's get back to the charts. Back to the charts. I'm not seeing that reflected in the charts here. Okay, bulls pushing back a little bit there. Will they make it a double bottom, or is this just bearish consolidation for more downturn? What is your thoughts on this situation? Is this the beginning of the dump, or is this just a price moving up and down and being volatile in the charts? All right, we've looked at the measures. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Yeah, what's the NASDAQ doing? I'm curious. And we'll look at gold. We'll look at oil. We'll look at silver. Anything you guys want to look at. Here's a 5-minute time frame going sideways for the most part. But do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? I'm seeing a complex inverse head and shoulder on the NASDAQ. There's a big head right there and just multiple shoulders, right? Multiple shoulders on both sides and a big old head. Let's get the measure move from the head. If it happens to break out, it does not need to break out, but somewhere around 28,256 for the NASDAQ. But look at the recent candles coming lower, trying to make a even lower head. It is about lined up with the previous, shoulders over here. So it's just about lined up. It's just about right for the bounce to make that, consecutive right shoulder. But we'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen for sure. This is just a 5-minute time frame for the NASDAQ. It could be a reversal pattern here, a complex inverse head and shoulder. Here's a 30-minute time frame. You got a bunch of red money flow here. The trend is heavily down, while the RSI is rising there. That looks like hidden bear, man. Hidden bear div, high Stokes, give you a red dot, could dump it. The higher the time frame, the more bearish this looks, man. Look at that 2 hour to 4 hours straight down for the NASDAQ. But you do get so bearish that you eventually get bullish, right? It all moves in cycles. So the NASDAQ is so bearish right now that it could eventually make a very bullish situation. Maybe some type of V-shaped recovery, right? Something like that. But right now, straight down for the most part for the NASDAQ. All right, let's look at gold in the small time frames. Here's gold on the 5-minute time frame. Looks like it's struggling, doesn't it? Looks like it's struggling to be bullish. Pretty bearish, actually. It may be making a double bottom right there, but what a downtrend for gold, right? Gold is very bearish. Very bearish on the small time frames. Struggling to hold on to support. Will it be a support level, or is gold ready for more downside? Yeah, you can see the daily structure has that descending triangle. I have been concerned about this for some time now on gold. That descending triangle may likely go down further. And maybe all it did is just give you a good entry. Look, a good entry at the top of the pattern, good entry near the top of the pattern for a short. Gold looks bearish without a doubt. No hesitation. It looks bearish. All right, let's look at silver. Here it is, XAG. Here we go, silver. How about silver in a 5-minute time frame? Yeah, just like gold, pretty bearish. And at support, small time frames, that looks like bearish consolidation right there, doesn't it? It kind of resembles the daily structure, but just on a 15-minute time frame. Pretty bearish for silver. It looks like it's going to dump more based on the structure that I see. That is a descending triangle. Bearish consolidation leading to what, folks? Bearish continuation to the downside. All right, 4 hour. Yeah, pretty bearish, man. Just it is at the bottom of the range, though. At the bottom of the range, I'm not a big fan of shorting at the bottom of ranges, but I mean, look at the daily, just like gold in that descending triangle that likely goes lower. That's right, likely goes lower. All right, let's look at oil. What is oil doing currently on the small time frames, like the 5-minute? Oh, just completely taking off. Look at oil. Whoa. Parabolic in fashion. Oil just straight up, man. Vertical. Oversold. I'm sorry, overbought. Stochastics and RSI on that 5-minute time frame. Here's the 15. Big move up. Big move up for oil. And we talked about it. We talked about oil. I think I got this level aligned up right here for a reason. That was the major support zone for oil. I said be careful of on the 4 hour. Yeah, look, the 4 hour, kind of a front run bounce on the 200 MA. Is it a contactless bounce, right? A contactless bounce for oil on the 4 hour. It appears to be so. People front ran that thing, front ran it, and here we go. Bullish engulfing candle coming in on oil, engulfing multiple candles. Could bring this thing back to the upside. Definitely a possibility. How about the daily? Oil on the daily time frame. What's going on with you? So oil did come all the way back up to where it dumped from and now made a flag. Look, made a flag. Is it reset now and ready to come higher and get fully accepted into the previous range? It looks like it wants to. It certainly looks like it wants to. All right, those will be your traditional assets. If you want to see any other traditional assets, feel free to ask me in the chat. And if you want to make sure I don't miss your chat, send a super chat, okay? Send a super chat, and I appreciate it in advance. It does support the channel if you want to send a super chat. All right, let's get back to BTC. Oh, well, we got a little small dump here. 1 minute time frame. BTC is dumping out of the bearish consolidation. Man, let's check in on these trades, man. What a dump. I'm glad I got out of Egan, too. Egan, whatever it is. That thing dumped. And something took me out of break even. It must have been Solana. Solana took me out of break even. Okay, that means it's time to take profit. It's profit taking time. Let's take profit on SWE. I'm up 28%, $127. Let's close the trade. It's just time to close trades and take money, right? Amen. Let's close the trades. Jupe trade up 23%, $46. I'm going to close that trade as well. Let's close the Jupe trade, close out all the active trades, all the scalp trades. That's right. In the money, baby. Give me the money. Come on. Give me the money. That's right. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. Even though yesterday may be a hit the organs, baby. Hit the organs. Here we go. Yesterday might have been a bad day, but today is a new day, my friends. A new day for gains, all right? In this Zen center, the Zen trading zone, baby. Today's a new day. You know, might have got clapped yesterday, but today we're doing the clapping. All right? Today we doing the clapping. That's right, baby. Drop the money. Drop the money. That's right. Jupe was a winner. Jupe was a winner. Come on. SWE was a winner. Keep dropping money. Keep dropping money. SWE was a winner. Yes, it was. What else we got here? Sol, technically a winner. Could have took way better profit than that. But Sol was a winner, man. Give me my dub. Give me my dub. Give me my dub. And then the one trade I did get clapped on right here. Thanks a lot, Dave. No, I'm kidding, guys. Take responsibility for your own trades, okay? I can't blame Dave for this, okay? I took the trade. I took the trade. The same way you can't blame me if you lose a trade. You took the trade, amen? Okay, always take responsibility for your own trades. Don't be out here blindly following and blaming others, okay? Take responsibility for your trades. All right, folks, let me get in the chat and see what's going on. What is the sentiment, man? What is the sentiment out here in the Zen trading zone? What's going on? Clap Zen Profits got dollar signs out there. You got some dollar signs? Okay. Folks, what would you like to see? I'm in the chat right now. This is the time to get my my attention as I'm in the chat. Scalper Geisha, good to see you. I love the hearts there. Let's get some random hearts in the chat as well. Let's spread some love in the chat and hit that like button for me if you can, nice and early. Nathaniel says, if we get hike rates tomorrow, we'll be increasing the amount of money we pay to service our $40 trillion debt. I just don't see us doing that. Okay. Appreciate your point of view. 1 second. Lovely. Just getting rid of my chat. Crazy work. All right, there we go. All right, I'm in the chat. Kilgannon says tomorrow FOMC will be interesting. First time in a while. There's a real uncertainty in what they'll do. Good point, huh? All right. Kieran, is it Kiera? Kieran Treeman says, JP, I love what you're doing, brother. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. I'm on the road to abundance. Yes. I love that. I'm glad you're here. You are amazing. I appreciate your support. Mohammed Dewebela says, oil jump 5%. Apparently something going to happen. Stay tuned, right? There's something happening in the world. Zen detectives, get on it. All right, they say ETH rejection. All right, we'll look at ETH. What do you want to see, guys? What coins do you want to see? Or do you want to keep it BTC only? Say BTC only. All right, let's take a quick look at Ethereum, if we will. If you don't mind, we'll take a quick look at Ethereum. Well, let's pull it up on the chart. Ethereum. All right, let's look at the daily time frame first for ETH. In fact, let's look at the damn weekly. Okay. Bull div, just like Bitcoin. Okay, lower low, right? Lower low, higher low on a momentum. Bull div, nothing crazy, still intact. Okay, daily. Okay, are we coming back up on a daily for Ethereum? Let me find out. You got a red dot though, red dot on the daily currently. But I don't know, stochastics pushing up, green money flow, that VWAP pointing down, but not far from the zero line. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. ETH. Oh, is that I'm seeing so much here. I'm seeing slanted, Jesus take the wheel, imperfect head and shoulder. I'm seeing a freaking cup and handle, mug and handle, and cup and handle. I'm seeing so much on Ethereum here. But I do also see low stochastics in a green dot with green money flow. Lots of buy signals there on Ethereum, I got to say. And I'm seeing an uptrend still. This is actually a little bit more solid than BTC's uptrend, right? Is Ethereum's uptrend still intact? It looks like it is, right? Uptrend still intact for Ethereum, something like that. I know the top is a little bit rough, but the general idea of the uptrend still intact for Ethereum. But when you go up this stiff like this, you know, when it's so stiff, it eventually could break down. A brittle trend could break down, trend up to break down. Keep that in mind. Maybe it's time to break down. But let's go to the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute for Ethereum. Okay, double bottom, break up. Now a double top. Trying to find some support at the 21. Got a golden cross there, but also a death cross, a bigger death cross. The 50 MA crossing the yellow line bearishly. Got through that clap gap there. So a lot of mixed messages here on Ethereum. That's a double top. That's bearish, right? That likely goes lower based on that. But at the same time, I mean, is it not just technically going sideways after a big move up, which is theoretically bullish consolidation? So keep that in mind. You know, I know it may be confusing and it may seem flip-floppy, but there's always two competing ideas, at least two competing ideas, really three. But the bullish and the bearish case, but also the monkish case. And both of them could play out. That is a double top, could bring it down to the 200 MA through the clap gap. And it also is bullish consolidation that could just do this, right? Is nothing stopping Ethereum from doing that on a 30-minute time frame. And if it did that, that would be pretty bullish. All right, let's go to 5-minute time frame. Ethereum coming down in the short term. No surprise, though, right? Was there some bear div there? A little bit of bear div on the stochastics. That's about it. Not too much other warning there. But coming down, likely to come down near 1,897 if it continues, and we'll see what happens. And here's the 1 minute time frame. Pretty freaking bearish, just like Bitcoin, right? Pretty bearish and very sharp downturn. We'll see what happens. A sharp downturn for a sharp recovery, or a sharp downturn to start bearishly consolidating and more downturn. I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded for Ethereum, but maybe there's some opportunity. All right, look at that 15-minute, rejecting that double top perfectly right there. Bring it down the clap cap. All right, here we are back to BTC, 1 minute time frame. We got some green candles coming in. Will it just be consolidation, or will we get that quick move up for the V-shaped recovery? All right, guys, talk to me. Talk to me. I'm deep in that chat, man. I love you guys. Attract Abundance, my good friend. Good to see you. How are you? Disabled Machine. What's going on, my friend? All my good people in the chat. Attract Abundance says, could be bullish tonight and get the dump tomorrow. Gonna throw that out there. I'm targeting 63,430, he says. 63,430. Okay, let me zoom out here. 63,430. Yeah, we just tapped that level. I can see that. We just like tapped that level. Yeah, so be aware, guys. I mean, anything can happen. Literally anything can happen, right? We could be bullish tonight and bearish tomorrow for the FOMC. We could be, continue to be bullish today. Hell, we were bullish for, what? A good week or two, a few weeks. We were bullish for a little bit here. We were bullish and then we turned bearish. Hell, the bearishness could be for the FOMC. Maybe the bearishness already happened. Maybe that was the downturn. Maybe that was the FOMC baked in, right? I don't know. I'm open-minded, man. I'm open-minded. But I am of the belief that everything is baked in at all times. All the all the speculation about FOMC is playing out in the charts right now. Do you believe that? Put a 7 in the chat if you believe that. Put a 5 in the chat if you don't believe that. Is all the FOMC speculation built in right now? Is it built into the charts? Is it baked in? All right. Let's look back at BTC in the small time frames, 5 minute, and let's look at some other assets. We'll look at Solana and whatever else you want to look at. Feel free to ask me in the chat, send a super chat if you want me to prioritize a request for you. Appreciate you. All right, let's look at Solana. Do a quick top down for Solana. Here's the daily time frame. Daily time frame still in that flag. I was long on this flag, folks. Still long on it. I'm long on this flag. But it's looking clappy, isn't it? Looking clappy. The flag just keeps flagging and keeps going deeper. Do you have to keep flagging? Do you have to keep flagging? Yeah, nice flag there on Sol, but man, the VWAP, facing down. Got the momentum to the downside. It just keep dropping. No bounce, baby. It keeps dropping. And let's look at you do have low Stokes though. You have low Stokes, but I mean everything else is pressing down, pointing down. Here's a 4-hour time frame for Solana. Looking pretty bearish right there, man. That was a bearish cross to the 200 MA. You lost it, you bear flag and dumped. And now we're consolidating sideways. Maybe make another bear flag and dump, right, from the pattern. I could see that. That would have price actually going up. So that might make sense. What if we're bullish tonight and it actually does come up and then tomorrow comes the dump? I don't know. I don't know for sure. But yeah. 4-hour time frame Solana getting rejected by the 9 MA and heading towards the bottom of this channel. Heading towards the bottom of this channel right now. There's no wick to the bottom side. It's just going down, guys. Solana looking pretty bearish right there, I got to say. In the short term, here's the 30-minute. Damn. Solana, you're looking extra clappy right now. Look how clappy you're looking. Get double topped right there. I got to say, that double top looked like it played out, though. Full measured move. All you do is measure from the neckline right there. That was the neckline. That's the measured move right there. that pretty much played out. It brings you down to this previous range, this previous bearish consolidation range, which we thought we were out of, right? We thought we were out of the woods here, got a big move up today, tried to consolidate bullishly, but a failure to deliver here. And now we got a drop to the downside on Solana, about to get accepted into the zone right here, this high volume node, and then maybe dump again, right? It could dump, or it could go up. It could create a big double bottom. Once again, always looking at the bullish and the bearish case. That is the bearish case right there. Consolidate and dump. The bullish case is you consolidate and you actually pump, right? You pump, make this a double bottom. That's a possibility for Solana. But man, that looks awfully bearish in the moment, doesn't it? Here's the 5-minute time frame. God, Solana, what are you doing? What are you doing, Solana? Losing a 5-minute time frame with no care in the world. Look, it hasn't been a green candle in freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like a good 9. A good 9, 5-minute candles. That's a long time, guys. That's a long time. Very extended to the downside. Look at the stochastics and that RSI. So oversold. We'll see what happens. All right, 1 minute time frame. There we go. 1 minute time frame starting to go a little bit sideways after that move down. This could just be more bearish consolidation, or it could be could be the bottom. We'll see. All right, back to BTC. BTC, bring it on the 5-minute, and then bring me to the battlefield. What's going on for Bitcoin at this exact moment? Who's up? Who's in control? Who's the daddy? Who's the clap daddy? All right, looks like the Bears are in control at the moment. The Bears pushing in control, telling the Bulls who's boss. All right, Bulls, the Bears are boss, okay? The Bears are the boss right now. They are in control and pushing the Bulls back. Take a look at that casino again. That's right, this casino of a market. Looks like we're going to pull to the downside. Pull to the downside after a brief visit to the supply zone. I normally look for shorts in the supply zone. Looks like that was a good idea. Could have took some shorts or take profit in that supply zone. And now price coming down. Is the next stop the demand zone? And here's your brief look at liquidity. If you missed it earlier, 5-minute time frame, liquidity on both sides. I think more concentrated to the downside and when you consider proximity, but to the upside, not as concentrated, but very convenient and close to price action. Price can go either way. I don't know if liquidity gives you an advantage either way, honestly. Both sides can get it as usual. And here's that auto clappers, 7 out of 10 long right now. Interesting long. 7 out of 10, the auto clappers clapping to the upside. All right. We're back to BTC. This is a 5-minute time frame. Let's up the time frame. Look at the 15-minute time frame, and we'll keep it here. And I got to say that just like Solana with that double top could bring price down to where? Right back into that consolidation zone. 63,300 for BTC. I can see from the double top. All right, remove all the drawings and get in the chat again. All right, is it Rema? J-R-E-M-R. J Remmer says, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. Hey, thank you so much for that. I agree, yeah. Make sure you like the stream early so you don't forget, and subscribe if you are brand new. If you're brand new for the channel, I would like to welcome you in. I'm the Zen Master, JP. This is the Zen Trading Zone. That's right, I keep it Zen, and I reset my narrative every single stream, every single day. All right, and just make sure I'm doing what the charts say and not what I want to happen. Amen. Not what I want to happen. All right. French Toaster, welcome in, French Toaster. Good to see you. Flat Smack says, smart money is putting their cash in home safes before the bank runs. Before the bank runs begin. Better be safe than sorry. Damn. Self-custody is crucial in this day and age. I like that. I agree. Clap Zen Prophet says that daily on BTC sure doesn't inspire hope. in my opinion. 1 hour left. Well, let's take a look at that. I actually thought the opposite. I thought the daily candle actually does inspire some hope. Look at the daily candle. Right now it's a red candle, but we have how much time left? Just an hour left. About 55 minutes left in the candle. I mean, in the next hour, if BTC runs up, that could be actually a very bullish candle. If it breaks above 65,000, imagine this being a green candle with a body to the upside. That could be hope. But right now it's small body, so it's given indecision with the small body. It does have big wicks though, so it shows you where it's been. The wicks are kind of like the shadows, right? It shows you where it's been, not necessarily where it's at. So we did go to the downside and we did come back up. So that's bullish. The fact that we did bounce, right? Remember, we could be down here still. We could be 61,300 right now, and this could be very bearish. But it did bounce. I gotta say, it's like if I had to call the daily candle right now a bullish, bearish, or monkish, I would call it monkish. I would call it monkish because of the wicks, because of the indecision. Yes, it went lower. Yes, it absolutely went lower, and it could lead to more bearishness. And maybe in context, you can call it bearish. But I mean, wicks to me like this is usually a bullish sign to me. Like, look at this wick over here, this huge wick. You see what it led to. Look at that huge wick, what it led to. That tells me that buys got absorbed. You know, wicks are usually pretty bullish. But here's a situation where it wasn't that bullish. Like, it went higher, but not too much higher. The next candle actually came down some. But I like wicks. I love wicks for a bullish case. So I think the wicks are encouraging, but you do need BTC to push to the upside to give bullish hope. And this can easily come down and give, more bearish fear. All right. Let's get back to BTC. I'm going to show it on a 30-minute time frame as oof, that's so bearish, man. We really about to go back to where we were this morning. Are you serious? Are you serious? We're going to go back to where we were this morning? Is that what's happening right now? French Toaster says, I'm good, bro. How about you? I'm doing amazing. Good to see you. We appreciate you, French Toaster. All right. Attract abundance. What's going on, my friend? What's the breakdown? All right. Bryce says 1950 to 2000 ETH, too much short liquidity. Okay, we actually could look at liquidity on a trading different for Ethereum, by the way. We could do that. But man, how clappy is BTC right now? Look at the 1 minute, just nonstop dump. Like, what gives right now? Is the NASDAQ doing the same? Look at the nonstop dump right now. NQ. Oop, the NASDAQ is doing the same. There we go. Well, that's the daily. Sorry, that's the daily. How about the 5 minute? Okay, so the NASDAQ was dumping. It doesn't look as aggressive as BTC, but it is dumping on that 5 minute, trying to create a bottom. Very oversold there, trying to get a bounce now, maybe make a higher low compared to that. But and NASDAQ is dumping, but BTC is just like, man, that's beyond dumping. I don't know what you want to call that. But that's just like an aggressive, extreme, a clappage, right? It's a clapping spree. Okay, it's like, oh man, it's a clap. Somebody mixed the word massacre and clap. How do you do that? A clapisker? It's a clapping massacre. That looks crazy. To the downside. All right. Beat. How bad do we want to see beat? Do we want to see beat and bank? Like, what are these coins, guys? Why are we just like seeing the worst coins ever? Like, what's going on, man? We want to see beat and bank. And do we really want to see that? Talk to me, folks. What coins do we really want to see? Let me pull up Solana. How dramatic is Solana being? Pretty freaking dramatic. Damn, what an extended dump. That's extended. Well, Monk Man, you said you like extended price. And you're trying to be still, cautiously bullish on the weekly. Here you go, man. There's extended price for you. What are you going to do about it? I ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Oh, man. Solana coming down aggressively, man. Emotionally. That looks crazy. All right. Did the Bulls? Oh, the Bears won. You see, when they push them a certain point, they just end the battle, man. The Bears just won the battle. The Bears just won the battle. Now time to reset, folks. Now time to reset. A clapsiker. That's a tough one. All right, new battle, new battle. Looks like the Bears have more troops and tanks. Well, more tanks at least. And the Bulls pushing back? Are the Bulls actually pushing back? Take a look at the charts. Look at the charts. That's a weak pushback. That's the pushback. Is that the pushback? And what's going on with price, man? I mean, with the momentum. Can we get some bull div here? We got equal momentum, but technically lower price. Can you call the Class B as the momentum has been equal ever since here, even though prices went lower? I think you could call it that. I think you could call it Class B. But yeah, price extended to the downside. Bitcoin, 1 minute time frame. Let's push it to the 15. How's the 15 looking? 15 trying to catch some support from that 50 MA. We have a super trend right there. Super trend on a 15-minute time frame. Could we get a bounce and maybe continue the move to the upside? Or is this, the breaking point? The breaking point. Damn. All right, I'm going to take a look at Bank. Got a lot of people asking for Bank. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, bank. Daily time frame. Okay, I see why people are speculating that big move up. Yep, that big liquidity grab. Looks like it's still coming down. Daily time frame. Here's your 4 hour. Money flow still green somehow. Momentum shift heavily to the downside. This thing looks like it's definitely favoring the downside right now, right? Here's the 1 hour. 1 hour starting to make bearish consolidation for what I can see. Looks like it may create a bear flag here for more downturn. Yeah, sideways, dump, consolidation, up to dump. Trend up to break down is what I'm seeing. But a green dot nonetheless. Green dot nonetheless could come up in the short term. Is a 30-minute, same thing. 5 minute, a zoomed in look at that bear flag. Kind of reminds me of BTC in a way, but in the opposite. It has that head. That's a complex head and shoulder, not even a reverse one, just a complex head and shoulder, right? To the downside. But money flow green right now. Anything can happen. Bank flip the money flow green in a 1 minute and trying to come up and test the 200. We'll see how far it gets. All right, Bank starting to come up in a small time frame, but still looks bearish and favors the downside to me. All right, there was another one. It was it Beat? Am I really going to look at Beat? Can we get some vetoes going here? Where is the vetoes in this clapocracy? Where is the vetoes, guys? Come on. Seat Down Baller says, hopefully we're dumping into FOMC and going to bounce tomorrow. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. And somebody said, JP, can we look at silver and heavy at 57? Okay, I can look at that for you. Beat. Interesting. I was not expecting to see this. I was not expecting to see what I see here on Beat. I do see ascending triangle. That is bullish consolidation, which leads to bullish continuation to the upside. Yeah, green money flow, green dot. That's bullish consolidation on Beat for now. Can it come down still? Absolutely. But for what I'm seeing, that looks pretty bullish on the 5 minute. Here's the 30 minute. Okay. Another look at that consolidation. Kind of looks like a bull pennant right there, doesn't it? A bull pennant right at that 200 MA. Pretty bullish. Pretty bullish on that 30 minute. Here's the 4 hour. 4 hour had a slow move up. And then it looks like a blow off top. Big move up. A rejection brought it down. Bearish engulfing candle. Changed the story. Changed the tune. And now you have a bear flag coming up. Likely to get rejected at the 21 right there. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe it's a huge V-shaped recovery right? Maybe another handle and keep going like that. Something like that can happen as well in the bullish case. Money flow, pretty green, actually. Pretty green on that time frame. Here's the daily time frame, the daily final time frame for Beat. They vetoing. Let me hurry up. I should have looked up a long time ago. We got the community vetoing. All right, I got a veto. Last thing I'll say about Beat is a rejection on the daily. Rejection at that super trend on the daily and trying to hold support to 21. Red dot, it's a sell signal on the daily for Beat. Thank you guys for the veto. Appreciate the veto. All right, here we go. Back to BTC and on what time frame? The 15-minute time frame. Pretty extended on this time frame. The stochastic's pretty low. VWAP coming up. Will there be a bounce here? Anybody believe there'll be a bounce here? Could be. Price extended. That was a very aggressive drop. You can see how aggressive the drop was on the 1 minute for Bitcoin. And we don't normally just keep dumping like that, just straight, without at least consolidation up. We'll see. Is it time to consolidate up? And is it enough to make money on the way up? Something like that, and then still be bearish. Just an idea. Just an idea. We have a candle coming in right now, getting above the 9 MA. Will it break the 21? That looks like a stiff trend, doesn't it, guys? We talk about this a lot. Those stiff trends, those trend down to break up. Very stiff trend on the 1 minute time frame. There we go. Let me draw the stiff trend and show you the moment that it breaks it. Looks like it's about to break it right now. Stiff trend to the downside. Who is risky enough? Who is risky enough? Who is a clappy enough? Not I. I've been clapped enough, sir. I've been clapped enough. All right. It said bounce. DJ Assault. Okay. Vishwama says, thanks for buying me. Okay, we got some weird chats going on here, man. I love you guys. Nama says we're about to go down further. Is that right? Why do you think so? Tell me exactly why you think that. Oh, yeah, let me look at silver for, is it EJ? Says I'm in heavy at 57. All right, NASDAQ getting a small bounce here. Small bounce with the NASDAQ. Here's a silver. Take a look at it. Let's go to 30-minute time frame. Says I'm heavy in at 57. I don't know if you're long or short, man, but this looks like it's going down further. I don't know which way you are with it. You said you're heavy in at 57. I don't know if you bought or sold, but I hope you sold. I hope you're shorting. Because that thing looks clappy, man. Looks clappy to the downside. Silver looks like bearish consolidation and likely going lower. We'll see. Pretty bearish there on silver. All right, let's look at, let me do a quick scan, guys. I just want to scan the market with the altcoins and just see where the opportunity may be. Let me go ahead and make sure I have the community alts up. That's right, the community alts. These are all your favorite coins. Is this another script for me, a crypto sleeper? This is funny. It's like a pilot script here. It says, this is your pilot speaking. Looking out both sides, you can see BTC falling. And if you don't have, so first of all, hold on, before I finish this, the pilots always have like that scratchy kind of voice though. They always have that like kind of low, that lo-fi kind of mic, right? We might have to crunch this up a little bit. We might have to crunch it up a little bit. Crunch it up. There we go. Maybe I'll just put my hand over it. There we go. Hey, this is your pilot speaking. Looking out both sides, you can see BTC falling. If you don't have cash to buy the bottom, just grab the seat cushion below you, bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. How's that? The pilot impression. Let's go. In fact, guys, if you want to give me random announcer type of random announcer scripts, I would love to do it for you. Okay, I secretly kind of want to be a voice actor at some point in my life. You know, I want to do some type of voice work. You know, I don't see why not. Let's do it. Let's have some fun now. All right, Al Jr. Good to see you, Al. Says, I have been trying to give my idea, but I get clapped on every consonant. Fa. You get clapped on every consonant. Damn. Well, good to see you, Al. Good to see you. Agif, good to see you as well. It says JP still in the studio. I'm still in the studio, baby. That's right. I can't leave this place. It's my home. I love it. I love the studio. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, we got Rob. Y'all should make Rob sit down and find a damn trade for you. But nah, he's doing other stuff here. I'm taking care of my show right now. But I would love for him to, if he did want to sit down, I know he got a lot going on. All right, let's get into the charts. I was going to do a quick scan of the alts, guys. Quick scan. Here we go. What's AVE doing right now? AVE looking crazy, double top. This is how quick I'm going through it, guys. Cardano seeing resistance on 30-minute. That looks like a short right there. Damn, remember that one? That looks like a good short on Cardano, right? At resistance, got rejected right there. You got a red dot sell signal. Interesting. Aerodrome was pretty bullish overall, man. I made a lot of money scalping Aerodrome lately. It looks like a chunky flag still. A chunky flag on a 30-minute time frame for Aerodrome. Or was it Aster? Which one? Was it Aerodrome or Aster? What the hell was I trading? I'm confused now. It was one of those A coins. But this is very low volume candles and doing nothing. All right, ALGO, 30-minute time frame. What's ALGO look like on a 30-minute time frame? Bearish consolidation. Likely more downside is what I'm seeing here on ALGO. Here's Atom. Yep, bearish consolidation. AVAX. Okay. AVAX about to break the 200 though. Actually, hold on. Actually, I'll be hating on AVAX, man. That could be a cup and handle too, or maybe even a big old inverse head and shoulder with a mug in the middle. the mug and handle. I don't know. Let's see, BNB, kind of similar to AVAX, but didn't really get the push right there at the end. DEXY looking crazy. It looks like a flag, an aggressive flag. Could it break up? Here's DOT. DOT going sideways, doing nothing. Here's Dogecoin, double top, got the dump there. ENA looking as clappy, came down in a clappy, sloppy flag. Clappy and sloppy. Ethereum, double top, but above the 200 MA. Farcoin, that looks crazy. Bear flag, dump it. FET just trending down to break up. There's some bull div in FET. That's interesting right there to me. I like it when we trend down to break up. Interesting. Crypto Sleeper said, that was great, JP. You make a great radio voice. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Jay Violet says, JP has the best of voice. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. I want to do some voice acting. I do. I want to do commercials. I want to do radio. I want to do like maybe some movies or something. Put me in a new Shrek movie. Can I be like a Shrek guy or something? Put me in a Disney movie. What character would I play? What character? What a greatness. I don't know. I'm just scanning the market, guys. Scanning the coins right now. Everything is like either in a bear flag or a double top. I'm seeing a lot of double top action and even bear div. Look, Chainlink got the bear div with that higher, a second top right there. Litecoin looking clappy. Near's interesting. That's trending down while momentum is trending up. Heavy bull div and the rounded bottom. I kind of like Near. Out of all these coins, which one are you liking so far, folks? And I'll hurry up and get back to Bitcoin, but I'm doing speed analysis right now. Do you like speed analysis? Put a 1 if you like it. Put a 2 if you don't like it. Speed analysis through the altcoins. Here's Ondo, double top right there, and seeing support at the 21 for now. Likely lose it. Polygon, that's just trending down, but a little bit of div. I'm seeing a bull div on most things that are trending down. That's a bear flag. SCI and a bear flag with the double top. Double tops everywhere, folks. Double tops everywhere. Mikhail says, your voice is great. Well, thank you. Well, question, guys. Does the voice sound better here in the studio and not at the Zen Lab at home? I have the same microphone, but completely different processing, right? I have the freaking Rodecaster at home. Here we have a big old professional board and completely different processing, right? Do I sound better at the studio as opposed to the Zen Lab at home? Do I need to adjust the Zen Lab? All right, Uniswap looking like that double top. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Venice. Okay, interesting Venice right there. I'm not sure what I'm seeing there. Is that a head and is that a bear flag there? But what I am seeing is this. Hold on. Give me a brush. I am seeing this, like kind of roughly this structure on Venice. Can you see that? I know it's a lot rougher than that. It looks more like this. Multiple shoulders there. Very complex, right? Very complex. But I'm seeing generally that structure is given inverse head and shoulder on a Venice. That's interesting. A world coin. Damn. Trend down to go even further down. XLM. Got a rejection there. XMR. You guys like this. You like the speed analysis. I'm going through coins so quick. Here's XRP. Rounded bottom. Pay the bills. Rounded bottom. Make a handle. Okay. ZBCN. Trend down to break up. I am seeing bull div everywhere, guys. I'm seeing bull div everywhere. French Toaster says, sing some Barry White songs, bro. Okay. Well, give me one. Give me one. I got to look at lyrics and stuff, man. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Yeah. I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love. See, I can't actually sing. And is that even Barry White? Is that even Barry White? Let me see something here. Barry White lyrics. See, the thing is, I don't have just the deepest voice in the world. I just have a clear, you know, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's some bass there, but I don't think I'm Barry White bass. Barry White lyrics. We're being silly. I'm sorry. We'll get right back to it, guys. We'll get right back to it. I can't get enough of your love. Yeah. Can't get enough. Barry White. Can't get enough lyrics. Who's ready for a karaoke night at the Zen Trading Zone? My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Yeah. Oh, something. I can't do it. Sorry. It says you sing like Dave Chappelle. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds clappy. Ain't no sunshine in this time. Oh man, Bill Withers, man. Ain't that the guy who's saying never gonna use you up or something like that? Whatever. Classic songs, man. Okay, all right, Bitcoin, man. What are we doing, Bitcoin? Bull div, but are you going to bounce? Are you just teasing us, man? You're teasing us. You got lower lows, but higher lows on the momentum. You're giving me the bull div signs. Which coin looked the most interesting to me here? Which coin did look the most interesting? Venice was interesting, but I think it was Near Protocol. Was it Near? All of this is bull div, man. I mean, it's nothing there to it. It's just a rounded bottom. Am I going to get excited by every rounded bottom? Every rounded bottom with bull div, like seriously, there's nothing there. And maybe the point is, maybe the play is the short, right? Maybe we dump this thing tonight. I don't care what we do, guys. My narrative is cautiously bullish. I'm cautiously bullish, very cautious. I'm very cautiously bullish, extremely cautiously bullish. I'm like, you know, wrap myself up in a freaking laboratory, freaking like I don't know, like one of those you know, those suits, those chemical suits, that kind of cautious. Put me in a chemical suit. All right. Put a mask on my face, gloves. I want full PPE. That kind of cautious. I'm very cautious right now. I'm so cautious. All right, let's look at ADA. I think ADA was a nice short. How about the 30-minute time frame? What do you think about the 30-minute time frame ADA right here, guys? A rejection at the 200 MA. You could play something like this. Here we go, a little something like this. Right? Enter somewhere around now. Stop loss, the wick high. Say, just call it a rejection at the 200 MA. Take it to the bottom of the range, a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Call it a bear flag. What do you think about ADA? Do you like the potential ADA trade here to the downside? All right, I'm in the chat. Crypto on and said they trying to wear us out. They are trying to wear us out. Absolutely. My first, my last, My everything. So just got the notification that Aptos just dipped. Maybe check it. Okay, I can check out Aptos for you. Put that on the list. What else should be on the list, guys? Talk to me. What should be on this list? You know, your boy is old school. They call me Unk. They call me Unk. I am a proud Unk. All right, I'm a proud Unk. Let me write down Aptos. What else should the Unk man look at? The Monk Unk. What else should I look at? Talk to me. All right, in that chat, Al Jr. says, my wife just entered the office and asked if I'm trying to get her in the mood. Thanks, JP. I love it. Yes, we're going to get everybody in the mood, man. Come on, we in the mood for love making here. Bitcoin love making. Making love in these charts. 1 second, pull this back up. Keep like removing my chat and my little YouTube thing here. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. It says you could play a monk / bear in a Disney movie. Better here. Okay. I will love that. It says all the answers are in the order book. Do you use Bookmap? Are you asking me? I personally don't use Bookmap anymore. I used to use it. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with looking at the order books. Nothing wrong with looking at the order books. Multiple different places you can look at the order books. All right. It says market makers is clearing the books. JP is the cheapest move. It's the cheapest move for the market makers. Okay. Appreciate you guys. I always appreciate your opinion in the chat. All right. Sin City karaoke night. Must make all sing during the trade. Honestly, that would be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun. I'm down. I'm a big karaoke guy. I'm down. All right, let's get to Bitcoin and let's see what's going on. All right, there we go. Okay, breaking the brittle trend right to that downside. We were very Yeah, we were very straight down for a while. Very vertical is the word. Very vertical. And there's the breakup. There's the breakup. Trend down to break up. It broke up. Now we're ready to do something. Let's go. Let's look for some opportunity. Do I have any trades open here? I should not. No trades open on the scalp account here on BitUnix. Yep, no trades open there. No trades open on BTCC. And by the way, guys, if you need places to trade, let's drop some links in the chat. BitUnix is my number one. I got to keep it real. BitUnix is my number one. This is the best place I like to trade. Okay, so if you need a place to trade, BitUnix is the place. Somebody dropped the link in the Nightbot. BitUnix, yeah, I mean, you need no promotion. It's a good exchange. Point blank period. No promotion needed. It's a good exchange. No VPN, no KYC needed. If you just transfer crypto in and trade today. Very simple. Use the BitUnix link if you want to support the channel. And also BTCC, we do have a new partnership. Now this, we got all the bells and whistles as far as like a welcome package. 20% deposit bonus up to, I believe it was a $10,000 deposit here. 20% deposit bonus. Also get eligible for a $100 coupon. And a 10% rebate on your fees. A what? A what? Yes, 10% rebate on your fees. We pay fees all the time. Might as well get 10% back. And I'm talking like cash back, back into your spot account. That's going on for at least 30 days. BTCC, somebody dropped the link for BTCC. That should be in the Nightbot as well. And also BTCC has access to the NASDAQ for you. BitUnix, you can't trade the NASDAQ, not without KYC and all that stuff. It's way easier to trade the NASDAQ on BTCC while still not being KYC'd, okay? Just very simply put, I like BTCC for its traditional assets. And it has Zcash, okay? It has Zcash. So BTCC is a good alternative to have in your exchange and toolbox. All right, we starting to see a move up here on some assets. I'm seeing Sweet getting a move up. I have it open on BTCC. Look at BTC. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Getting a move up now on a 1 minute time frame. What is Solana and Ethereum doing? Let's take a look at Solana. Solana on the 5 minute time frame is at the bottom. looking double toppy, came down, lost to 200, respecting the POC is what it looked like down there, and now maybe coming back up. How about a 15-minute time frame here? Solana. Yeah, we just about almost got accepted into this range down here, this previous range. Do we just go sideways in that range? BTC says sideways what? Sideways for what? We pump, baby. Come on. For what? Okay. Come on, Unc, with those old ass sayings. Damn. Clap. Clap, baby. Clap, clap, clap. Crazy Fingers says they bid up stocks at the end of the day to give hope and create exit liquidity. Then markets close. They stop manipulating oil down. Damn, Crazy. Damn. Hey, Crazy, you should be good, by the way. We moved over your UID on BitUnix, man. You should be under us. Okay, you should be all set for the copy trading. So let me give you the link later, Crazy. Okay, I'll give you the link in the Discord. You should be all good to go. I got the thumbs up today, Crazy. And sorry that took so long, man. You were in the spam folder. You were in the spam folder for a while, but you're all good now. You're good to go, Crazy. All right, man. Jay Will says, if you're a man asking another man to sing, I'll keep my opinions to myself. Oh, man. All right. Jupe looks like it will reverse thoughts. All right, let's look at Jupe. I was in a Jupe trade. I already took profit. I told you I take profit quick. I take profit quick, man. I'm not messing around in this market. I don't care how big I made the trade. I'm taking profits quick. Jupe, J-U-P. Let's see what's going on with it. Jupe looks like the shaky pump to me. It probably still goes higher, honestly. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. Here's the 15-minute. Here's the 5-minute time frame. That thing looks like it may still go higher, just looking at it. And isn't it potentially an inverse head and shoulder? Shoulder, there's a head and a right shoulder. It hasn't dumped. It didn't do what Bitcoin did, isn't that? Oh, maybe it did. Hold on, there's that 1 minute. But it did it from a place where it had already pumped, right? It pumped like crazy and then came down and didn't give it all back. I mean, well, it gave that pump back, but it didn't give like the whole day back. You know what I mean? It didn't give the whole day back like BTC has done so far. This is actually kind of consolidating sideways, what could lead to higher prices for Jupe, in my opinion. In my opinion, it could be higher prices for Jupe. It was that 15-minute flag that made me want to get in the trade, right? Yeah, that 15-minute flag right there made me want to get in the trade. Basically took profit up here. But man, I would be willing to get back in the trade for Jupe because we saw like a larger level, right? Wasn't it the 6 hour? Like basically I did the 15-minute entry, but I based it off the 6 hour, which has heavy bullish divergence for Jupe. Low, lower low, another lower low. Here we go. Like there's a high right there. I'm sorry, a low on a momentum indicator, a higher low, and an even higher low. That is a disagreement, a divergence. Heavy divergence on the 6 hour. Jupe likely goes higher, and especially looking at the small time frames, the 15, it looks like it's just going sideways. Shaky pump activities, sideways price action could lead to higher prices for Jupe. I might get back in this trade. I might actually get right back into this trade, guys, and call it the same trade. Especially as BTC comes back up. Just put a stop loss down here. Hold on, wrong one. Actually, just take the same trade again. Just put it exactly the same. Hold on. 6 hour, put the stop loss down there, and just take it to the top of the range. I might get back at Jupe. Let me just check out BTC again. Okay, starting to recover. And is it interesting that BTC bounced at the 5-minute 200? How critical is that 5-minute 200 in May, guys? So critical. You see why I love buying that level. I love buying the 5-minute 200. It's such strong support for Bitcoin. All right. Yeah, I like Jupe. I'm about to get back in. Why not? I'm getting in back on Jupe. Same trade, baby. Same trade. Call the trade alert. Here you go.
Attention. Trade inbound. Attention. Trade alert. High probability setup found.
Throw my few bills.
Time to blindly follow JP. Send City Crypto.
New trade alert.
This is not financial
Never financial advice, my friends, but I am getting right back into Jupe because it looks jupy and juicy. All right, let's take a look at this. I don't have a 6 hour on BTCC, but the 4 hour does. Hey, there's my level still there. Let's go. See the same exact trade. The same exact trade. I'm just getting back in. And why is my stop loss so low? Hold on. That looks right. Okay, I guess I was playing the 21. And what risk reward is that? A 5-to-1. Okay, that could work. That could work. Put in my stop loss. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think I want to put that lower. Yeah, still 5-to-1. Okay, I see. So it's a better entry and now 5-to-1. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so my stop loss. There we go. All right, stop loss is going to be 0.1782 on the stop loss for Jupe. I'm going to enter right now, and the TP is going to be way up at 0.2503. I'm going to take profit early. Yes, I am. And let's adjust the risk here. One to five is the risk level. All right, I love it. Open long on Jupe. The same trade I was in earlier, my friends. The same exact trade. I'm just getting back in the trade. I think it's still valid. I think that's a V-shaped recovery, and I do believe that Jupe goes higher from here. So we'll see. Put my money where my mouth is. I'm in a trade. First trade alert. Same trade from earlier. I cashed out on it, and time to go back for a second dipping. All right, BTC 5-minute time frame. Getting the bounce on the 200 MA. It is support. Respecting the support line and getting the push up at the moment. BTC, kind of just faking everybody out, right? Faking everybody out. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? Please inform us. Let us know. Inform the congregation. Do we have any future travelers here? Any time travelers want to help us out and let us know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, and especially during the FOMC. I would love to position myself correctly. 4 hour time frame, BTC respecting the 200. I gotta say, even BTC is interesting at this level. I'm not gonna say I'm doing this, but what if this is a bounce for BTC? What if we don't test the 200 MA again and we see a rotation to the top of the range? How are we looking on the risk reward? I'm not saying I'm doing this. BTC could be clappy, but a 1 to 3.74 risk reward ratio, 3.74. That's okay. That's okay. We'll see. I don't think there's enough justification on the small time frames just yet for this, but that could be an idea as well. And we are not forgetting this head and shoulder, knees and toes on the 4 hour for BTC, guys. All right, that head and shoulder is still there. We have to take it into consideration. All right, small time frames, 5 minute. Show me the 5. Do we get rejected right here to 21 MA and keep it bearish? Keep it bearish, lose that yellow line again. We'll see. Talk to me. Talk to me, folks. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Claps in Profit says, I know. It will go up and down. Yes, that for sure. It will go up and down. Oh, man. Real Island Steve says, long, all in. Damn. Agib says, beat short. Maybe. I don't know. Should we? Let's take a look at beat again. I'm open. Beat. Do we short beat? On what time frame, though? All right. If one were to short beat, maybe on this 1 hour, look how extended the 1 hour is. Maybe a rejection from the super trend. Maybe. Is that what you're playing? Like that? What looks like a bear flag dump it right there. Maybe that's the best play I see. Besides that, I'm actually seeing bullishness. Look, ascending triangle. That's bullish consolidation on beat to get above that 200 MA. I'm seeing mostly bullishness. That's the most bearish thing I've seen is the bear flag that could dump somewhere like on the 1 hour, right? The 1 hour, very extended. Look at the stochastics down low, pretty high. That could be the shortened time frame if you want a short beat. I'm talking something like this, like enter now, like stop loss somewhere up here, maybe past these zones, and then bring it all the way back down to where it came from, a 1 to 3.55 risk reward ratio to the downside. All right, it says, hey, JP, beat is the most degen. I kind of agree, man. I don't like degen coins. I just don't like it. I don't know what it is. I just don't enjoy degen coins. All right, I'm on Bitcoin, guys. I'm on Bitcoin, getting that bounce still on the 5-minute time frame. Canagad says, dude, why are you not reading none of comments? Are you biased? Are you talking to me? I think I've been reading comments this entire time. All right, let's see. You also said that's a rocket ship formation at the top. Okay. Awesome. Crypto Honest says, I'm in a rare trade. I'm always trading it. I love it because it's got an actual floor. Okay, rare. That's interesting. Is it looking good? Christopher Moody says, breaking. Iran launches missiles at a U.S. base. A reported surprise attack. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody said, J. Will says, easy long on Sol right now. I wouldn't be surprised for that either, honestly. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, KF Trade says, I took profit too, JP. Fire. Let's go. Fire. Take some money, baby. Shout out to everybody who paid themselves today. Who paid the trader? Can I get some dollar signs if you paid the trader? Talk to me. All right. So hot question at the moment. Does Bitcoin close the daily red or green? 15 minutes left. Thank you for that reminder. 15 minutes left for the daily candle. Yeah. So what we see, oh my God. So let's just say this, guys. The daily candle is green right now. If we get a continued push up, this could actually turn to a pretty bullish candle, I got to say. And we only got 15 minutes left, though. 15 minutes. What's going to happen in the last 15 minutes? This is critical. And I got to say this. Think about it. If you're a market maker and you want to influence the market, wouldn't you want to do it in like the final like minutes or seconds in a daily candle or weekly candle? That could be the best time you can have the most influence. Amen. Right? You wait to the last minute of the daily candle, or better yet, the weekly candle, right? And try to really influence it. If you want to make things bullish, just push it up higher. Push it up higher and make this a bullish hammer candle. If you want to make it bearish, just sell a bunch and get this thing coming down. Make this a red candle again and make it clappy. This is the thin line, baby, a very thin line between bullishness and bearishness here. And we're heading towards the bullish side right now. I got to say, we're heading towards the bullish side. We'll see. Okay. Ross says, I got paid a swift clapping. Did you get clapped, Ross? Did you get clapped? Who needs a clapping, by the way? Who got clapped today? Who needs that clapping still? Say, clap, daddy, I need my clapping. All right, here's the battlefield, guys. If you're wondering, the Bulls did win that battle. The Bulls did win, and now there's a new battle for Bitcoin. Price sitting at 63,848. Who is in control? All right, we are reset now. Reset and fight. All right, here we go. Starting even here. Even, nobody in control. And we got fire on both sides. That's right, fire at will, folks. Fire at will. There is a battle on the streets. A battle in the air. A battle for the hearts and minds of people who believe in Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin battlefield. All right, guys, here we go. Yes. Bulls starting to fight now. Let's take a look at the casino, guys. Let's look at the casino. Pull to the upside in the casino. Okay, make sure it's live. Pull to the upside. The demand in the positive. No, it's in a negative region. Negative 27 for demand. Interesting here. Okay, pushing up. Got past the moving average, aka the trend line, and now heading to the supply zone. I'm seeing orders coming in, but a lack of volume data. The volume data not there, but the orders are coming in. we're seeing price being pushed up at the moment. Here we go. This is the liquidity heat map from Trading Different. Look at the hot liquidity to the upside, 64,125 and 64,438 in the crosshairs of the bulls. That's right, in the crosshairs of the bulls. And let's get back to BTC on the 5-minute in the charts. Bounce from that 200 and seeing a move up. Seeing a bullish move up here. AVE volatility is what I call it. We got volatile price action. We got a fake out after a fake out. They faked out the fake out. Okay, we have no idea where BTC is going. If you have any idea where BTC is going, you're gonna get clapped. Okay, it's what it seems like. As soon as you know for sure which way it's gonna go, it claps you. Just to throw you off. BTC coming back up. That's why I stay forever open-minded. That's right, forever open-minded. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Kryptonandin says, Zen Master is the hardest working crypto commentator on YouTube. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. They said Jupe is pumping. Jupe is pumping. Is it pumping? I'm in a Jupe trade. What's going on? Is it pumping? It's pumping. It's pumping. I'm up 10% right now. ROI. Okay, $16. Let's see where we could take it. This is the same trade I was in before. I took profit. Now I'm in for another scoop. I'm in for another serving of liquidity. All right, I love it. I love it. Can I stretch this out some? There we go. Stretch that out and lock it. Lock it to the chart. Let's look at Jupe in the small time frames really quickly. There it is, Jupe in the small time frames, 15-minute. We talked about it going sideways. Going sideways is healthy after a move up, guys. Healthy after a move up. I believe this goes higher, but we'll see. Doing a shaky pump, low Stokes, a green dot, VWAP coming up, bullish cross. That's a buy signal on market cipher B. I'm liking what I see for Jupe. It looks like it goes much higher. All right, higher, higher, higher. How much time we got on the daily candle? We got 9 minutes left on the daily candle. 9 minutes left on the daily candle. Bryce says the short liquidation MM is greedy. Yeah, they're greedy. Rich says I hate getting clapped. It's okay, man. We all get used to it. Get used to getting clapped. Clap them. Bag boy Billy says it sounds like a Diddy party in the chat. Come on. Where's the damn laughter thing here? I'll just use the file. File could work. I love it. New battles, same results. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, folks. And here we go. We got a brand new member, Alex. Welcome to the congregation. That's right. Here, Zen City Crypto, the Zen Trading Zone. Welcome. You're a brand new member. That's right. Who else needs to be a member? Who lost their membership over the last month? When someone gives you a membership, it eventually goes away. All right, it may be time to buy your own membership. So go ahead and hit the organs, baby. Hit the organs. That's right. Welcome into the Zen Center, okay? The Zen congregation. If you want to be a new member of this congregation, come up to the front and talk to the Zen Master. That's right. I will ordain you and baptize you and baptize you in the Bitcoin holy water, okay? In the Bitcoin holy water. If you want to be a member of this congregation, step forward and say, I want to be a member, and buy yourself a membership. Alex, welcome to the congregation. Folks, welcome Alex into the congregation for me, please. All right. If you lost your membership, guys, buy a new membership. Jay Will says, men singing, getting clapped, Twilight Zone, but I'm here. Oh man, I love it. Clapping cheeks, all types. It does look a little crazy in the chat. I gotta say, like, I just approved the message that says clap cheeks. Why it got to be a Diddy party in here? Why it got to be a Diddy party? Come on, guys. All right. Oh man, liquidity to the upside, man. Now, crazy, 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 crazy. Look at that Bitcoin battlefield. Who's in control of the battle now? The Bears slightly more in control now. Bears slightly in control for Bitcoin at the exact moment. We'll see if the Bulls push back. How bad do they want it? Who wants this more, the Bears or the Bulls? We have to see, folks. We will have to see. Shout out to Torta Clapper Briss says, I clap tortas. What does that mean? And what is a torta? Is that like a Mexican, like rap or something? It sounds like, is that what it is, a torta? It sounds like a burrito or something like that. Either that or it's a tortoise. God damn. You're so uncultured, Monk, man. You should know this. Yeah, torta is definitely some type of food, man, for sure. A torta. A tortellini. That's the Italian. All right, it said bulls got more tanks. Bulls got more tanks. You might have been right about that, Torta. You might have been right about that. But yeah, BTC got that V-shaped recovery. It got the V-shaped recovery. What happens now? And what is happening with Solana? Take a look at Sol. Here we go. Solana. Got a bounce on the 5-minute. Who said that was an easy long on Sol? Who said that? Who said that? The funny thing was, I was kind of interested in that level too. Hesitated, and I was doing the analysis, but I was definitely looking for a potential move, something like this on Sol, right? Take a chance. I love when people get clapped first, right? People get clapped first, and I come and do and clean up the leftovers, right? Sloppy seconds. I don't know if I like that one. Come up with a better name, somebody. What is it called when we clear out the battlefield after, there's already been a battle going on? It can't be sloppy seconds. It got to be something better than that. But we got what could be V-shaped recovery for Solana. Could be V-shaped recovery. Maybe get right back into that range. Maybe it does something like this. Make a right shoulder. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Shaky pump and go ahead about your business. Shaky pump. It says, love me some torta, bruh. It says, LOL, yeah, you could say burrito, right? Burrito, torta is basically a burrito, right? I'm right about that. All right, Agif says, JP, do you really think liquidity works nowadays like we have both sides? Do you really think liquidity works nowadays like we have both sides? To me, liquidity is like one of the most insignificant. Well, put it like this. Like, just from a perspective, like as what's going to happen, liquidity does not tell me what's going to happen at all. But what I do take into consideration is after a liquidity grab, right? After a squeeze, right? After the squeeze, when everyone gets squeezed, and then it creates a great opportunity to get in after the fact, right? The sloppy seconds analogy, come in afterwards. But somebody please give me a better word of saying it. That sounds crazy. I can't keep saying that. The algo. I love to come in after liquidity grab. That's how I like to use liquidity. I don't like to say, hey, we have all this liquidity up here. Let me long until we get there. Like, sure, I get it. But liquidity, when you have it on both sides, I mean, which way do you go? I mean, we got it everywhere. Everybody can get it. We got liquidity on both sides. So it's not telling me where it's going to go. But once we sweep some liquidity, it definitely gives me more confidence for a price reversal. Amen. Amen. All right. No hype said, what's going on in here? Alex coming in says, sell or buy, guys. Sell or buy. Well, I got you. We got polls out. In fact, let's end the first poll. Give me one moment. Bring this up and make it Zen in here. What's up with the Sin City? I love Sin City, but let's make it Zen. There we go. Make it Zen, baby. Fresh lease on the narrative every single day. All right. Love it. Love it. Let me end this poll real quick. All right. What did we ask people? Bearish retest of the 4-hour head and shoulder. I asked you. It looks like most people, 64% said yes, interestingly enough. Yes, bearish retest of the head and shoulder on a 4-hour time frame. 36% said no, it's not a bearish retest. We'll take a look at that. But also, let me go ahead and do another poll. Let's see how bullish or bearish everyone is right now. Long or short now? Very simple polls. Not even going to put the time frame there. But you can assume I'm talking about the smaller time frames. Maybe the medium time frames. Long or short now? I guess it should match the other poll, right? Let's see. Long or short right now? Which way, baby? Which way? Long or short right now? All right, new poll out, baby. All right, let's go. Here we go. Back in the charts, BTC, beautiful V-shaped recovery, also seen here on Solana. Yes, this is Solana I'm looking at. Here's Bitcoin, V-shaped recovery. You see why you can't panic, my friends? You can't panic. You can't say, oh my God, it's coming down now. Sure. No, usually it's too late. Amen to that, right? Usually it's too late, guys. Daily in 1 minute. Okay, daily in 1 minute. Let's go. I got the gong ready, baby. We got the Zen gong ready. Who's ready for the daily candle close? Who's ready? Come on, get ready. All right, we got like 10 seconds left here. All right, what is it going to do in the final seconds here? This candle right here, do you see the daily candle? Make it bigger, Monk Man. Do you see the daily candle? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it monkish? All right, man. Okay, I'm going to call this one monkish. I'm going to call this one monkish to bullish, honestly, guys. Monkish to bullish. That's right. I'm gonna call it monkish because I mean it did go lower, right? It did go lower. It was scary at one point. Okay, it looked pretty freaking clappy. You know, it went lower. You know, but it also caught a lot of support, right? It was very scary down here around 62,665. Buyers stepped in, pushed the price up. I gotta say, it looks like a bottom more than a top, doesn't it? It looks more like a bottom than a top. It could assist in a recovery. That's what's monkish about it. I call it bullish. It's bullish. It's bullish. It's bullish, guys. It's not even just monkish. It's bullish. The daily candle close is bullish. Okay? It's bullish. It's bullish. Just like this one over here. Doesn't it look similar to this candle? You see that big old wick and a small body? Wick favoring the downside. It's bullish. We had a bullish daily candle close. All right. I'm saying it as clear as I possibly can here. No flim flam. All right. No flim flam. I'm not trying to, you know, make this sound any type of way to fit any type of narrative. It's bullish. There was a bullish daily candle close, guys, on BTC. I'm still, yes, I called it monkish a little bit because, you know, you need some monk touch. You need some monk touch to really get bullish. You need the monk touch. But it's bullish. It's a bullish daily candle close. Some could say the 4-hour has recovered, right? Cannon God says the 4-hour RSI recovered. Yeah, it reset. Their RSI reset. And look, we got a wick down there. We got the VWAP may want to come up now. Look at the VWAP pointing up with green money flow, guys. Green money flow. This is just as much of a bullish trend as it is a bearish trend. This can easily go either way. But I gotta say, guys, that is a daily candle close on the a bullish close on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour really quickly. The 4-hour candle close as well. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it monkish? All right. I'm calling it bullish to monkish. Kind of monkish, right? Monkish is like in between, indecision, small body, compression, but once again, lots of buying pressure. A wick to the downside. Buyers stepped in, but indecision on the direction for the most part. Kind of went sideways, right? It went sideways, which is monkish, and now getting bullish. We're above the 90 MA on a 4-hour time frame. Are we about to blast off BTC with the daily candle volatility? All right. How's our trade looking? Is Jupe looking delicious here? 17%. Okay, 17% on the ROI to the upside. I'm loving the trade here for Jupe. Who's in on the Jupe trade to the upside? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It may come all the way up to the 200 MA on the 4-hour. Believe it or not, it could do it. That looks pretty bullish on the small time frames. Go to 5-minute time frame. Pushing up here, Jupe. Jupe. Looking good. Who's in on the Jupe trade? Tell me in the chat. All right, let's see what else we had closed. We had a 1-hour candle close. We had a bunch of candle closes. The 1-hour, okay. 1 hour looking pretty bullish there with the wick down, right? Wick down, not too bad. 30-minute bullish engulfing candle. That's a pretty bullish. How about some of the altcoins? How did Ethereum do in a daily candle close, as well as Solana and XRP, etc. Okay. Somebody said could be unkish. Come on, man. Come on, man. Unkish. It could be unkish. Well, that's very wise. Okay, that's very wise to be unkish. All right, daily time frame. Daily time frame. Solana. How about the daily candle? A red candle, but a hammer, right? A bullish hammer. A red bullish hammer is giving that monkish to bullish vibes, isn't it? Just like the daily candle on Bitcoin, but this was a red one, right? But same idea. And it is a compression candle. Could lead to expansion next. You never know. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum on the daily. Ooh, that's a nice bullish close for Ethereum, isn't it? The daily candle on Ethereum, pretty bullish. Look, it even bounced from the 21, and now a green dot with increased green money flow. The money flow is the trend. What is the trend? The trend is your friend. All right, the trend is up on Ethereum on the daily. On the daily, are you kidding me? We just got that bullish cross on Ethereum on the daily, and now price is pushing up. Bears, where you at now? Bears, where you at? Ethereum pushing to the upside. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. In this congregation, we find opportunity where others find fear. Amen. Replace your fear with a hunger for opportunity. All right, that's what we preach here in the Zen Trading Zone. Who wants to be a member today? Come to the front of the congregation. Jay Will says, unkish. That's a good one. I'm fine with it, man. If you guys want to make it unkish, we could do that too. I love it. I love it. I love it. Clap Zen Profits. Yeah, it says, yeah, not closing red. Definitely made it look better, right? I was thinking that, like, if you wanted to truly influence the price, wait to the last minute on that daily candle and push it. And that's exactly what they did. They pushed it, and it ended up being pretty bullish. BTC, the daily candle is not too bad looking, guys. Like, that's not bad at all. That's the best you can ask for. You see what I'm saying? That's the best you can ask for in a potentially bullish situation. It makes me still potentially, well, not potentially, it makes me bullish on the potential bullish move on the weekly. Only thing we got to avoid now, but I don't think it is possible to avoid. You see this orange line right here crossing vertically, the 200 MA, the yellow line, the orange line crossing the yellow line in a bearish fashion is concerning. And I don't know if it's avoidable at this point. I don't think price can move up enough to, to bring that average up. The orange line being the average of the last 9 candles, and this yellow line being the average of the last 200 candles. So every candle will change the story. The more you stay above it, the more you drag it up. In the most likely case, this actually does bearishly retest. Not even retest, sorry. Bearishly crosses a death cross, right? A death cross, and then comes right back up as price drags it up over time, right? That's the best case scenario on that weekly, that 9 MA cross. So I'm keeping that in mind. That's the only thing that kind of a little bit worries me, but the fact that we're still above the 200 MA on that weekly makes me bullish on Bitcoin still. That's right, still. Yeah. All right, back to the small time frames. Here's the 5-minute Bitcoin. All right, doing his thing, right? Doing his thing, doing his thug dizzle right now. Doing his thug dizzle, minding his own business, drinking its water. All right. What we got going on? What coins do you want to see, guys? You want to see the NASDAQ and gold? You want to see gold real quick? All right. Nathaniel says, could actually get a surprise rate cut tomorrow. Imagine that. Imagine something not factored in. How amazing would that be? How amazing would that be? Real Island Steve says, I'm long now. All in on Sol. Full port. Entire account. Careful, guys. Ross says XLM showing a Sammy special on a 1 minute time frame. Is it? I love me some XLM. And damn, look at BTC on that 1 minute candle. I'm sorry, this 5 minute candle. It did get rejected, but man, that was a push. That was a push. Was that a quick liquidity grab? Well, here's the liquidity. It was. Look, there's the liquidity heat map from Trading Different. You see the liquidity taken there. Hot red stuff too. Zoomed in is red. Okay, do we get a short squeeze, a continuation short squeeze to the upside? We'll see. Just forgive me, guys. We just had a small earthquake here, okay? You saw the camera shake. Nah, no earthquake. I'm okay, guys. That was Rob. It's all good. Let's see here. Yeah, Nathaniel, it's probably the auto thing. I promise you, man. No one's just deleting any random comments. It's probably like auto flagged or something, man. All right. But let's see. QQQ. Yeah, let's go to the NASDAQ real quick. And then we do got to look at that XLM. Slow down, Monk, man. Slow down. XLM really quick. And then the NQ, aka the QQQ. Stellar Lumens getting a push up. Okay. And yeah, that was a Sammy special. We were definitely late on the Sammy special, though. Yeah, XLM taking off right now. Wow, look at that move for XLM. Bull flag, take it off. Let's go. Wow. Green money flow, green dot, breaking the resistance with ease. Are you kidding me? XLM, you look very bullish. Is everything else doing that? Are we just full porting everything? Is everybody full porting their accounts right now? Solana at the resistance on the 10-minute time frame. Are we seriously back to where we were? Are we so back already? Are we so back? What in the shaky pump is going on here, guys? What is going on? Big move up. Bull flag. Failed rocket launch. Came down. Look, recovered. Came back to where we were. Cup and handle. Nope. Psych. Dump it all to where we were in the morning. And then come right back to where we were. And then pretend like it never happened. Like, what kind of price action are we dealing with here? Crazy work with the price action. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Is the NASDAQ getting a bounce as well with the new daily candle? It is getting a bounce. Yeah, NASDAQ getting a bounce up right now, guys. That's the NASDAQ on the 5-minute time frame, crossing the 200. Multiple golden crosses and heading up. Here's gold. No bounce on gold just yet, guys. No bounce on gold. Will it bounce? Should we look for opportunity in gold to the upside? Because gold has been acting like the NASDAQ and Bitcoin recently. Do you agree? Here's silver. Silver on a 5-minute time frame at resistance perfectly. A little bit more bullish than gold, isn't it? Getting a move before gold. And is that a Sammy special going to be inbound on a 3-minute time frame? Maybe we need to play a Sammy special on gold once it happens. Just an idea. And how about oil? Oil still pretty bearish on that 5-minute. Is that bearish consolidation at the bottom of the range? It looks like it. 5-minute range, 10-minute range here. Yeah, at the bottom and still dumping. Nothing great going on there for oil. Just continuation to the downside. And back to BTC. Back to BTC. 5-minute got that quick liquidity grab. You see it right there on Trading Different. Hopefully, that's not the kind of liquidity grab that actually reverses price. You know, we talked about liquidity grabs a little bit earlier. You know, somebody asked me about liquidity. And when I see a grab like that, it makes me believe that we now go this way, the opposite way of the grab. You know, oftentimes that happens, but it could be continuation. It could be foreshadowing, right? We talked about that word earlier, foreshadowing to where price could go. So maybe it does take another stab to the upside, but just an idea. All right. Keep it here on BTC, 30-minute time frame, sideways price action. Have you hit the like button, folks? Have you hit the like button? Are you enjoying the show? Do you find it entertaining and informing? If you do, you know what to do. Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. Hit that like button. It helps us a lot. Way more than you think. So hit the like button if you can. I appreciate it in advance. Let's see how we doing on that like count, by the way. Looks like we're at 144 likes and just about 400 people here. I think we could do a little bit better. We could do a little bit better. Let's spam the like button. I don't know why I wanted to clap there, but Clap Daddy just be liking some claps. Okay, here you go. Bag Boy Billy says, told you boys, the last drop off, Pepe to shake out the week. Okay. Elio says, could be SFP or just consolidation. All right. Sincere says, Jupe needs to get above this zone. Is hitting resistance. Well, let's take a look at that. You know I'm in a Jupe trade. I made a trade alert for Jupe. Second trade alert of the day for Jupe. Took profit one time. And now back in the trade. I agree, though. This is a resistance zone for Jupe. We struggled at it before right here, right around 0.1921, about 19 cents, 19.2 cents right there. Yeah, we got to get past that. I agree. You got to get past that. If you don't get past that resistance, this will become a double top. If you have a double top, price likely goes lower. You have a neckline, break that thing on down to the 200 MA. That's what can happen if you fail to put a new high. But I mean, right now we did technically. I mean, if you want to be technical, we did put in a new high right there. There is a new high, although very slight. I think it's too slight. I think it's statistically the same level. I don't think that's a true new high, although it is technically a new high. But for the sake of TA, you need to go higher than that, my friends. You need to go slightly higher to put in a comfortable new high for Jupe, and not just dump here. Not just dump here. Because especially if you have a lower high and a momentum, but an actual technical higher high, that's bear div, my friends. That's bear div. And what time frame is this? The 5 minute? Let me look at that real quick. Jupe on the 5 minute time frame. Jupe. Here we go. Jupe on the 5 minute. How are we looking? I just want to look at the indicators here. How's the indicators looking? Yeah, see, you see the momentum? Like this area right here. In this area, we did technically put in a higher high, slightly higher high, but do you see the momentum difference? Look at that. On market cipher B, lower momentum on that second high, which was higher, which is technically bearish divergence, which will bring you down. Bearish divergence in market cipher B, and as well with the RSI here, lower high, not on the stochastics, but with the RSI. I do have a multi-indicator here, guys. This is both the stochastics and the RSI. And one indicator, this light purple line is the RSI. The blue and the orange line together is the stochastics RSI. You know, noticing that the high, the one high with the RSI there and the second high being lower, the RSI being a lot more important than the stochastics when it comes to dissecting divergence, right? Analyzing divergence. And let's see what Jupe can do. Here we go. We got movement coming in. Let's go, baby, to the upside. Fa till fa holla. That's right. Jupe giving us some action here. We got a candle come in. Will there be some volume behind the candle? We need some volume behind this candle and push to new highs. How's BTC doing? BTC on its 5 minute time frame. Trying to push here as well. Look, a bullish engulfing candle technically right now. With just, 3 minutes left in this 5 minute candle, 3 minutes left, a bullish engulfing candle after a liquidity grab. Can we turn this liquidity grab into a liquidity run? That's right, a liquidity run would be a continuation through the liquidity zone, extended short squeeze to the upside. Where to the upside? Maybe 6-7, maybe 6-7. You know, 6-7 is a very important daily resistance for BTC. Why is that? Well, because of this, my friends. This area right here is 6-7. Because of this area, well, we got rejected. We got rejected at 66.9, guys. We failed to put 6-7 in. So that level and that level, statistically, 6-7. We need to get above 6-7. 6-7 is the enemy, guys. That is the enemies. If you are a bull, that is the enemy. That is the Osama bin Laden, okay, of this war. We got to take him out. We got to take out 6-7 if we want to win the hearts and minds for this war. All right. Speaking of that war, let's look at the Bitcoin battlefield. That's right. Another battle here, and the bulls in control. Price is $63,967. We have a sell wall of $33.1 million and a buy wall of $35.5 million. The bulls in control in the battlefield, pushing the bears back. Pushing them back and embarrassing them, making a fool of them, making them look silly. That's right. And now the bears push it back. Look, the bears push it back, saying I'm not silly. Okay, I got respect for myself. I don't want to look silly out here. Yeah, my girlfriend's watching. You know, not bad, not bad. Bitcoin battlefield, and really quickly, the casino make it live. Pull to the upside. Ooh. You don't see that happen too often. We are in a supply zone, and they call the bullish condition. Wow, this is one of those interesting times because I'm usually looking for shorts in the supply zone. We talked about this earlier: shorts in the supply zone and longs in the demand zone, right? But what do you do when there's a fresh bullish condition? And I'm talking about this over here. Look at my mouse, the top right of the screen. This bullish condition is very accurate at times. You see the last time they called it right here, bullish condition, a big move up to the supply zone. They gave us a bearish condition, right? It didn't play out. It looked pretty clappy when it started, and I'm pretty sure everybody went hella short. Everybody a full ported short on that bearish condition after the supply zone, and I don't blame them. And now a bullish condition in the supply zone. Let's go. Come on. A bullish condition in the supply zone and pull to the upside. We got demand in the positive region for real now. 43 on the demand, a positive. 1 minute to the 5 minute bullish, 10 minute to the 2 hour bearish, 4 hour bullish, 6 hour to the 1 day bearish, says the casino. And look, they're giving us volume data now, 20 trades per minute. That's it, just 20 trades per minute. That's a pretty low volume, I got to say. But we'll keep an eye on it. It can get high volume at any moment. Okay, and looks like we got a super chat here. And of course, I hit my chat again. Give me 1 second. Pull this right back up. I'll take care of the super chat. Dion is fresh. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, please check ADA, clap daddy. I sure will. I got you. Dion is fresh. Let's see what's going on with ADA. Is there opportunity with it? Isham says, hey, JP, good morning. Today is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Isham. Isham, happy birthday. Hope you have a blessed day. All right, let's check this out. All right. What you want? Oh, you good. You good. Thanks, man. You good. I'll keep it on this tight shot. Appreciate you, Rob. Isham, yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. They said the trend is your friend. What is the trend? 1 second. Liquidity in the air. Come on, Monk Man. AKA Unk Man. Just call me Unk Man. What's going on here, man? I'm having a hard time with the YouTube app. Bring it up. Unk, man, stop acting like Unk. There we go. All right, let's look at ADA. Take a look at ADA. Damn, son. ADA making a move on a 5 minute. Aren't you glad we didn't short it on what was I looking at? The 30 minute? I think it was the 30 I was looking at. I was looking at a potential short right there. We would have got clapped out quick. No short on ADA, man. Holy crap. All right, daily time frame. Let's check out the daily. Wow. Look at the daily candle close for ADA. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it monkish? All right, I call it bullish, man. That's a bullish candle close for ADA, man. Respect that super trend. Heavy respect on the super trend. And it gave what it needed to create a tweezer bottom, right? With those two candles together, a tweezer bottom at the super trend, giving it new life. That's right, giving the trend new life and potentially a move to the upside. That's right, on that daily time frames. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hour coming up now. ADA, not too bad, huh? Nearing resistance, but coming up in trend. All right, let's look at that 30-minute time frame. ADA, yeah, I was looking at shorting this. Thank God I didn't, man. This thing looks like it's about to get a expansive move to the upside. Green dot, green money flow. Coming up in almost like a parabolic curve, no? Can you see this curvature here? It's given like parabolic curve for Cardano for some time. Like Cardano has been bullish since down here, believe it or not, right? Since like 15 cents. It's been nonstop. Now at 16 something cents. This is interesting for Cardano. I'm excited. 5 minute time frame. Is this will this make a cup and handle? It kind of looks like a cup and handle, doesn't it? Bullish trend, right? Bullish trend came up, made a cup. That's a cup. That's a cup, and that's a handle being formed right now. What could be the measured move? Well, let's see. Measure the cup. Measure the cup. Break that thing on out. Bring it up to 0.1649 for ADA. Not too bad. I'm seeing bullishness for ADA. Yes, I am. On that 5 minute. Here's the 1 minute going sideways. There's a flag right there. A flag, aka a handle right there. Maybe it makes a lower flag. I mean, it's always a possibility. Maybe it keeps going sideways, but could be a flag or a handle for ADA right there. 1 minute time frame. So I hope that helps you, Diones. I'm seeing a bullish potential here from ADA. Let me just zoom all the way out on the weekly time frame. Interesting that ADA didn't have the bullish div on the weekly. It does on the stochastics, but not on Market Cipher and on the RSI. It did have that daily divergence though, right? Didn't it? At least, yeah, daily div right there. Yeah, daily div, and then came up and made that flag. And also could be what looks like an inverse head and shoulder, right? Inverse head and shoulder, but got way shaky right there. All right, yeah, Cardano looks good. Cardano looks bullish, I would say, overall. 1 minute, is that your Sammy special right there? Sure, but I mean, normally I call the Sammy special when you first get across in a 200, right? This was already like above it, and it's a technical Sammy special though. On a 1 minute for Cardano. All right, hope that helps you. Let's clear the charts, clear all the charts out, remove the drawings, get back to BTC. That's right, we'll get back to BTC on the small time frame, see what's happening. 5 minute time frame for BTC. And what about Jupe? How's Jupe doing? How's our trade doing? Okay, did we get past the zone? Somewhat. Are we about to SR flip it? Up 20% ROI on the trade, $34 right now. We'll see what happens with Jupe. Is it safe enough to put my stop loss into break even? I could. I definitely could. It looks like I could apply to anti-clapper. I will apply to anti-clapper. There's no reason for this to come any lower. I'm not playing these games. I'm not playing these games with you. Where's the damn stop loss? My God. I don't know what this thing is doing. All right, let me refresh this. Refresh page. Very weird. Very weird. All right, well, I guess I'll drag another one here. That worked? That worked. Okay, stop loss. Put that into break even. All right, cannot lose the trade now. Cannot lose the Jupe trade. Stop loss into break even. We call that applying the anti-clapper. Apply the anti-clapper. All right. Here we go. BTC going a bit sideways on that 5 minute time frame. All right, guys, what asset would you like to see? It says, what do you think about Ondo? Oh, yeah, I got to look at Aptos. Did I not look at Aptos yet? We got to look at Aptos. So look at that first. And let's look at Ondo. What else would you like to see, guys? And feel free to say BTC only. I'll take it into consideration. Absolutely take it into consideration. All right. Bloom Energy ripping up from the basement after earnings. Okay. All right, let's look at Aptos and Ondo. Aptos and Ondo. 65K, let's go, he said. Let's go. 65K, here we come. All right, let's look at Aptos and Ondo. Aptos first. Because somebody had asked way earlier about it. All right, low volume candles ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Aptos. All right, that works. Okay, let's take a look at Aptos. Aptos is one of the ones I was long on a daily, but was looking so freaking clappy, man. So clappy. Like, just nothing happening here. Could be still a potential slanted inverse head and shoulder. Can you see the structure? Slanted inverse head and shoulder, a trend down to break up type of situation, but never broke up. Here's your 4 hour on Aptos. A rounded bottom, pay the bills, low Stokes and RSI in tandem, looks beautiful. Green dot with the VWAP coming up. That looks like a bottom. That looks like a bottom, if I ever seen a bottom. Could it still be a bear flag? Maybe just a temporary bottom, a bottom to the 21 and then dump. That can happen as well. And hell, it could dump right now from the non-MA, but that looks like a bottom if I ever seen one. Complete with the liquidity grab, right? Liquidity grab, nice rounded bottom. You just simply enter now and put a stop loss at that wick. That's it. This is not a trade alert, but a battle plan. If you wanted to long Aptos, there's a trade right there. That is a battle plan and not a trade alert. You could enter right now, right around 0.5881. Put a stop loss below the wick on the 4-hour. That would be around 0.5731 and a TP at the top of the range, 0.6380 for Aptos. That's a battle plan and not a trade alert. There you go. If it fits your profile, your risk profile, your trading style, and you want to trade Aptos bullishly, that is the plan right there. But just be aware that it could see resistance somewhere near the 21 or the 200 MA and dump from there. It could be a bear flag, so make sure you apply the anti-clapper. Not financial advice, but I would apply the anti-clapper at some point, especially as we approach that level. You don't want that to happen to you and lose the trade when you were up. All right, so that's Aptos. I'll look at a very small time frame real quick, 30-minute. What's the 30-minute doing? Round the bottoms pay the bills? That's right, baby. With increased volume coming there. Increased volume, interesting. 5-minute. Ooh, 5 minute above the 200 MA. That's interesting. That's interesting, baby. 1 minute hugging that 21 above the 200. Bullish in the small time frames. Not too bad from Aptos. All right, and we got another super chat. It looks like another super chat. For Fark, Javier says, I'm sorry, Javi Nobody says, Fark coin only. The only asset that matters. Well, definitely can't do Fark coin only, but I will look at Fark coin for you. No problem. All right, let's pull it up. We'll do Fark coin and then Ondo. I got to prioritize the super chat, folks. If you want priority with your requests, just go ahead and send a super chat just like that, and I'll get right to it. All right, let's take a look here and pull up Fark coin. And interestingly enough, I do have Fark coin as part of the community alts. You guys care about Fark coin that much. All right, here's the daily time frame for that Fark coin. Low stochastics, low momentum. Okay, bottom of the range almost. You at least at the bottom of the super trend. Will it get a bounce? How about that VWAP? Oh, look, you're about to get a green dot. About to get that green dot. That VWAP just about to cross bullishly on the daily. That's an extended flag, too. I got to say, that's an extended flag to the downside. You know my steez. I love playing extended price to the downside with bull div. We'll see if there's some bull div there. In fact, I already see some. I see some on the daily. Bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Fark coin. How about the 4-hour? Take a look at those lows. Equal lows, unequal momentum. Higher momentum on the second low. That is a Class B bullish divergence. That's right. Not as strong as a Class A, but a class of divergence nonetheless. There for Fark coin on the 4-hour time frame. But seeing resistance to the 9MA struggling. Why is the 9MA giving it so much problems? Struggling right there, the 9MA. It may reject from it. We'll see. Here's the 30-minute for Fark coin. 30-minute time frame. Looks like it's starting to roll over a little bit, right? Starting to roll over. Yeah, starting to roll over in the middle of the range. Here's the 5-minute V-shaped recovery. A small bull flag there. Could see a move up. Red dot, sorry. High stochastics, high RSI, overbought. Interesting. And finally, your 1 minute time frame. There you go. Perfectly sideways above the 200, touching the 21. It's a Sammy special, technically. It's a Sammy special on 1 minute time frame with a bull flag. Fark coin ready to speculate. Will BTC play game? Will it play ball? Will it allow the speculation? BTC coming down the 5 minute time frame now. Coming down slightly, bearish engulfing candle on Bitcoin. What do you think about it? Was this just a rally during the quick daily candle close volatility, and this is really just about to come right back down? What are your thoughts on the market? All right, let's look at Ondo. Quick look at Ondo, and we'll get back to Bitcoin. Look at that battlefield again. Ondo. In alphabetical order, just go down to O, Monk Man. There you go. LMNOP. There you go. Oh, Ondo. All right, what's going on with Ondo? That looked pretty bearish, but let's look at the daily. Daily, okay, it had that big old flag, but did break out, right? Huge flag. A lot of coins are in this flag on the daily, like XLM and other coins. Big move up, bull flag. Big move up, bull flag. Big move up in progress, or are we stalling? Are we stalling? Have we put in a double top there on Ondo? Well, let's zoom in. Let's look at the 12-hour. One looks like a double top. The other one looks more like consolidation, if I had to say it. Looks like consolidation with a green dot, green money flow, VWAP. Looks like it still continues up, potentially, by what I see. Here's the 4-hour. Yeah, more sideways, green money flow still. Can you see the consolidation? Healthy, bullish consolidation on Ondo. Yeah, respect this pattern and you may go higher, my friend. Respect that bullish consolidation. You may go higher. All right, here's the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute. That kind of does look like a double top right there and losing to 21. Interesting. Come down to the 200, possibly. 5-minute, yeah, falling out of that. Could come down and test 0.399. 1 minute getting pretty bearish. This is the most bearish time frame I've seen. Thank God it's just the smallest one, right? Just the smallest time frame here on Ondo. Coming to the downside. Yeah. There you go, Ondo. Hope that helps you. All right, Bitcoin still coming down to 5-minute time frame, still coming down, but is it just making a right shoulder or some type of flag? It makes sense to come down after that big move. We'll see what happens after we check the 21 and see if it wants to go higher or if we get serious continuation to the downside. All right, back to the battlefield. The Bears are clearly in control here, guys. The Bears are in control on the battlefield. The Bulls are trying something, anything. All right, Raven, hello. Good to see you. I'm in the chat, folks. What's going on? All right. Dr. CRV man says, good morning, JP. Good morning. Good morning to you. It's evening for me, but good morning to you. Absolutely. All right. Take care, my friend. See you tomorrow. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Dash. Do we want to see Dash? Any vetoes for Dash, guys? All right, Dash down here. The Sol on the 1 minute starting to flag out. That must have been an old one. Let's look at that flag on Sol. Okay, Ondo looking crazy right there in the 1 minute. Looking crazy. Looking crazy and clappy. All right, let's go to Solana. Sol. It's a Solana. And we got to check in on our trades again, guys. Check in on our trades. Make sure we're not getting clapped. Ooh, that is a nice flag on Solana. That's a beautiful flag on Solana, isn't it? 1 minute flag. It did break below the 200 MA. It had the Sammy special. It didn't want to react from it, but that's a nice flag. I like how overextended it is to the downside, I got to say. The stochastics reset, green dot, green money flow, VWAP coming up. What more do you want, folks? That could be a long right there on Solana. Well, let's zoom out, see if it makes sense on a bigger time frame. Yeah, it's giving that V-shape recovery. That V-shape may want to make a right shoulder type of thing. I'm seeing that. That's what I'm seeing. Take this thing on up. Solana. Not bad looking, guys. Not bad looking at all. Let me check in on my trades. How's Jupe looking? Jupe, not too bad. Jupe's still trying to conquer that area. Look, bullishly consolidating above the previous high. Likely go higher for Jupe by what I'm seeing. Likely go higher. I'm now up 22% in the trade. This is a trade that I did call live here as a trade alert. Did you get into the trade? Talk to me. How many people follow these trade alerts? I'm in the trade and I have my stop loss and the break even. I cannot lose this trade anymore. What a beautiful thing, right? A beautiful place to be. I love it. Ooh, Bitcoin's here to move up. See the move up here, Bitcoin. How about Solana? Solana breaking out of the flag. What a beautiful flag. Breaking out to the upside for Solana. Okay, let's go. Fives. Give me some random fives in the chat. Give me some random claps. Can we get some clap emojis in the chat? Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. To the upside, to the downside, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. What a flag from Solana. Look at Bitcoin, bullish engulfing candle on the 5-minute time frame. There we go, the battlefield. The bulls in control again for the second time. Going for the second win here. Bulls are embarrassing the bears. Bears, are you embarrassed yet? Guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got a battle going down for Bitcoin, guys. Battle going down for Bitcoin. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, guys. Interesting price action. All right, another super chat coming in. 4x Chris 21, thank you for your super chat, says please take a look at near, looking for a 6% 6+% up. Okay, all right, let me take a look at near. We'll look at all time frames for near. 1 second. Appreciate your super chat. I'll get right into near protocol. See how that works. I love it. Get right into it. All right, let me pull it up on your daily time frame. Damn, son. Damn, that was a big move down for near. The past 2 days, right? The past 2 days really brought near down. Clap through the clap gap. The clap gap. And it may keep clapping. It may keep clapping to $1.59 possibly. Based on what I'm seeing, I mean, there's more room in the clap gap and major support at $1.59 if it has to go there based on the daily time frame. But very overextended stochastics and the RSI on the floor, as you can see on the floor. I like that for a long. I usually like that for a long, but I like to see that VWAP cross bullishly first, right? Give me that green dot first. That should be coming. It makes me want to speculate on the long somewhere here. Along somewhere here for near, or maybe even here, maybe even where we are now, but it makes me want to speculate. We'll see. All right, let's look at let's go to the 8-hour random time frame here. Bull div, no bull div. Class B on the Stokes, but no bull div on the way down. Green dot though, you got a green dot. VWAP cross bullishly on the 8-hour. Clap gap here as well, but more clapping can happen. There's more gap for the clapping. There's more gap for the clapping. You better fill that gap. Fill that gap with the clapping, man. Come on. I need some volunteer clappers. Who can help me clap some gaps? Monk man, stop it. Ah, man, 8-hour time frame. Okay, how about the 4? How about a 4-hour time frame and alignment time frame for me? Technically bull div. Okay, a little bit of bull div. Class B, I think, again. Okay, green dot. A lot of green dots, right? Green dots all over the place. A buying signal is usually after these really bearish moves that you get bullish, guys. And we had a really bearish move for near. Now it's time to potentially get bullish. So I can see this likely breaking up. Is the 30-minute time frame. Oh, nice rounded bottom. Nice rounded bottom right there. Beautifully rounded bottom. Bull div on the way. Maybe start coming up now. Your momentum is starting to come up. Your VWAP is coming up. I'm seeing everything pointing up except the price. Except the price. Everything coming up but the price. But near might be ready now. I might put in a near long, honestly. By the way this is looking, I may put in a near long, and I may use this 30-minute as my entry time frame, and use like the daily for like the actual setup. Yeah, this is interesting to me. 5-minute. Yeah, look, just cross it to. Yeah. Call the trade alert.
Attention, trade inbound.
Can't reach it.
Attention. Trade alert.
I need the money.
High probability setup found. Time
There we
to
go.
blindly follow JP.
It's actually not fun.
Sin City.
It's actually not fun picking this money up at the end of the night. I got to say, not fun picking it up. But I got to do it for you. It's fun. Throwing it. It's so fun throwing it, but not fun picking it up. All right. I like this trade. I'm getting in a trade right now for Near Protocol, but I'm going to make it a bigger trade like on a daily. Yeah, I like it. Here we go. This is what it's going to look like, guys. Let me pull up BTC. Oh, look at Jupe cooking. Jupe is cooking. I'm about to get in on Near right now. Hold on now. What just happened? All right, bring up Near Protocol. We got another trade alert, guys. We got a trade alert on Near. Yes, we do. We got a situation where I'm seeing rounded bottoms pay the bills. That's right, baby. All right, but I'm going to put this in on the daily. I'm going to put a stop loss right around here. $1.55. That's right, $1.55 for the stop loss. That's a pretty low stop loss, Monk Man. What are you doing? Where are you going to put the TP? Where are you going to put the TP? Oh, no, don't put it that high. Why are you going to put it that high? It ain't going that high, Monk Man. It ain't going to $2.81. It ain't going there. Well, how do you know it's not going there? It may go there. It's just what's possible. It's just what's possible. Oh, man, how much can we risk? How much can we risk? How much can we make? 200 for 2,400. I like the odds of that. I mean, how likely is it that I leave it open? Not likely at all, but you never know. 185 for 1,938. I like the idea of it. Let's enter the trade. Put me in the trade. What's going on? I thought I hit the button. Put me in the trade. All right, I'm in a trade. Woo! Let's go. Let's make some money. The future blessings, right? The future blessings. All right, so I put in a trade. I kind of scaled it based on the daily to give me room for volatility. I love doing that. I scaled it on the daily, but really it's using that small time frame for entry. Which time frame was it? Was it the 30? I think it was like the 30-minute time frame. The 30-minute looks ready, guys. That is bull div, classic bull div, rounded bottom, pay the bills type situation. That is a stiff trend, right? A brittle trend. What do I say about brittle trends, guys? Brittle trends. It breaks easy, okay? Brittle trends break easy, man. It's going to break easy and break up. Break up to the upside and pay me. Pay me in full. Pay me dividends. Let's go. Hit the like button, folks. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No more trade alerts. No. All right. Yeah, here we go. Love it. All right, that is a trade alert, though. Just call the trade alert. I'm going to bring up the Bitcoin battlefield, and then I actually have to run in the bathroom for a moment. So just excuse me. I'll put the sounds up here for you. And DM says, Tao looks super bull, bro, on the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. DM says, Tao looks super bull. I'll look at that as soon as I get back from the bathroom. I'll be so quick. I'll leave you at the Bitcoin battlefield. Looks like the bull's about to destroy the bears again. I'll be right back, folks. Give me one moment. All right. Monk man back. All right, let's do it. It's like the bears starting to fight back a little bit. Maybe, huh? BTC going mostly sideways here to 5-minute time frame. Mostly going sideways. All right. Let's take a look at Tau. DM brought up Tau and Super Chat. Let's take a look at it. What does Tau look like? Should be here. Here we go. Tau. Oh, wow. Look at Tau on a 1 hour, man. Make it moves to the upside. Okay, let's start at the daily. Ooh, nice. I love that Tau like really didn't break out yet at all. Tau is so undervalued right now, guys. So undervalued. All right. I'm looking to buy some Tau spot. That's what I'm looking to do. Maybe I'll buy some later. Or buy some Tau spot. That is so undervalued on the daily time frame, guys. Like no sign of a breakout whatsoever. Interesting. Let's get on the 8 hour. Here's the 8 hour time frame showing you the brittle trend, right? Can you see the brittle trend to the downside? Trend down to break up. It's not a bear flag. Trend down to break up. Bull div on the way down. I'm seeing this ready to break out. 4 hour time frame. Tau coming to the resistance. Bull div on the way down. Giving it the strength it needs to break up. Get above 200, get above the 200 MA at 203, and really get a move to the POC at 213. Here's the 30-minute clean break for Tau. One last resistance in its way. One last resistance right around here, right around 200 something, right? And get that bigger move up. 5 minute look just taking off. What an incredible move from Tau. Wow. 1 minute just parabolic. You can't catch it. It feels chasey. It had a flag though. There's a flag right there. That's why flags are bullish, man. Bullish consolidation leading to bullish continuation there for Tau. Excellent bullish move there. All right, remove all the drawings and watch Bitcoin go sideways. And we'll check on our trades here. Jupiter looking better and better here. Jupiter looking amazing for the trade. Near down slightly right now, just down slightly, but we'll see what happens here. Put it on a 30-minute time frame. I'm looking for this trend up. Ooh, there's a trend up right there. Trend down to break up. How is that entry so bad? I guess the market order kind of, slipped on the entry a little bit, but pretty close. Okay, starting to break up. You're breaking above the 50 MA right now. We should be in the money in this pretty freaking soon. You should be in the money on near pretty soon. I can see this testing the 200 MA for, with high probability. We'll see what happens. Let both trades cook. Jupe up 30% on the ROI. Loving it. All right, Bitcoin 5-minute time frame doing nothing, giving us nothing. 10-minute time frame, bullish consolidation of 15-minute time frame coming on up, ready to test the 200 MA pretty soon. A 30-minute, yep, same thing. Is that a double bottom right there on the way up? Yeah, Bitcoin respecting the 9 now. It flipped the 9 MA. That's important. It was the 9 MA was concerning me for a bit. It looked like we were rejecting from it twice. Right? Got above it, reject. Got above it, reject. Now we got above it, even retested it, and getting bullish here. Bitcoin seeing a move up. Next resistance at the 21 on this 4-hour time frame. That will be around 64,000, a 399 for BTC. What a move, folks. What a move. Crazy work. All right, man. Let me see here. Let me get into the chat and check something real quick. Can we bring this up right here? Make it clappy. Make it clap. There we go. ISO shot. Rob took away my wide shot, man. He's over here working on the camera. Took away the wide shot, so I do just have an ISO right now. An ISO and my computer shot. That could work when I have to bring stuff up here. And we do have a poll going on. I'll check the poll to see what the sentiment is here. Are people looking for longs or shorts? What are you looking for? We'll see what the community is looking for in the chat here. We do have a poll going. Let's end the poll. If it allows me, in the poll. I asked you from here, are you going long or short? And 56% said long, 44% said short. That's interesting because most people were looking for a bearish retest of that of the 4-hour head and shoulder. Most people were looking for a bearish retest, but still most people going long. Interesting. Maybe it's just the way I phrased it. But yeah. Let's check that like count and see how we doing. How we doing, folks, with the like count? 179 likes. Nice. But almost 400 people here. I think we can do more likes. I think we can push the like button. Let's push the like button. And everybody go long on the like button, please, if you can. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into the charts. Get back into the charts here for BTC. That's right, back into these charts. Let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour for BTC. Ooh, green. That's funny. That is funny and interesting because check this out in a 1 hour time frame. They gave us the red dot, which is the sell signal. It looked pretty bearish right there, right? It looked like we were certainly going down. And now a green dot. You know, red light, green light, baby. He crossed bearishly, the VWAP, and then crossed right back bullishly and sending the momentum back to the upside. The 1 hour trying to test the super trend to potentially flip price. All right, I got to look at it 1 minute. I just want to make sure I'm here if BTC rapidly changes a direction. If it rapidly comes down, I want to see that the most easily on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame here. Yeah, the V shape and just really consolidating in this general area for potential more uptrend. Here's that liquidity heat map. Let's actually zoom out on this heat map. Look at the 15-minute time frame. Trying to put things into perspective as much as we can here. So much fuel on both sides. Like this can literally just do whatever it wants to do. Take the rest of that liquidity to the upside or just roll over right now. Roll over and you know you got tons to the downside. So liquidity, no help here. No help whatsoever. About those auto clappers. Auto clappers are no help either. Just 1 out of 10 long. So long, but not with certainty. Okay. Long, but not with certainty. Right now, the auto clappers. All right. And the casino, again, we continuously looking at the casino and all the metrics that matter in this market. We did have a bullish condition. We did have a bullish condition called as kind of a buy signal in the casino. And we're now in the supply zone where I usually look for shorts. I usually look for shorts in the supply zone and longs in the demand zone. And I may look for some shorts, maybe some scalp shorts. We'll see. Maybe something is way too overheated and maybe this is a false rally. Is this a false rally? Talk to me. But in that supply zone actively, no possible reversal called. I'll put it like this. If we get a possible reversal, I got to take it serious. You see what happened the last time we had a possible reversal in the supply zone. So if we get one of those, I got to take it serious. But right now, we just had a bullish condition and everything looking pretty bullish for the most part. So I believe the bullish condition right now. We are on a pull to the upside, but demand appears to be rolling over. It is positive at 50.43, and trades per minute at 36. 36, kind of low volume, but it could break into the high volume side. You never know. Small time frames is bullish, medium time frames bearish for the most part here in the casino. That's right. Breaking down the casino for you. This casino of a market. All right. And the bears starting to take more control here. Starting to make it a little bit more even, right? A little bit more even on the battlefield. But they did lose 2 battles in a row. The bears lost 2 battles in a row. Now looking more even on the battlefield. All right, turn the casino down, overstimulating me. All right, here we go. That consolidation on BTC, 5-minute time frame. We got some aggressive candles coming in here. We got some action, a lot of action in place here. BTC is given running in place, running in place. All right, I'm gonna get into the chat. Get into the chat. Car J says Jackson. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Jackson here. I got to hurry up and get home to him. I got to get home to my boy. All right. All right. Juggernaut says Pipe might be ready for that reversal, JP. Well, thank you, Juggernaut. Let me write that down. Pipe. And did I look at Dash yet? Do you guys really want to look at Dash? Have I not looked at Dash yet? All right. Limousine. So let's see what the Feds make it do in the morning. We'll see. 6-7, the resistance, baby. Zin Bloom says, do you know about the Tao pronounced Dao? Yes, like the Chinese Tao. Yes, I do. I do know about that. I'm the Zen master. Absolutely. I do know about that. Let's see. Clap on Cato. Damn. Clap on Cato. Zen Blue Heron says, I think I see myself down there. What do you, in the battlefield. And did you change your name, Blue Heron? You're a Blue Heron now, right? Now you're Zen Blue Heron? Is that the same person? Are you Blue Heron now? Now Zen Blue Heron? Is this right? Is my eyes deceiving me? Are my eyes deceiving me? Permadejan says, I went on vacation and I come back and the show got so much better. No more teeth sucking. Bah! Don't worry, more teeth sucking in the morning, okay? More teeth sucking in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, my God. Crazy work. Trade alert. Trade inbound. Sir Klappenstein at your service. That's you with the Zen in your name. I love that. Blue Heron. Zen a Blue Heron. I love that. Guys, feel free to put Zen in your name. Everybody's putting Zen in their name and clap in their name. Okay? Feel free to add Zen or clap in your name. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's look at Pipe. Somebody said something about Pipe, and can we get a veto on Dash if I haven't looked at it already? Somebody help me. Somebody help me with a with a veto. All right, let's look at Pipe really quickly. Pipe. Okay. How about it on the daily? Okay, rejection at the 200 in May. That was a very bearish candle close, just purely bearish. Now losing to 50 and going lower. Maybe bounce at the POC, but that looks pretty bearish right there for Pipe, I got to say. Is the 4 hour. Damn, coming right down. Stochastics and the RSI pretty beat down, I got to say. It's beat down, is extended to the downside. Is there some div? There's div if it bounces now. But it's kind of mid-dump. This looks pretty mid-dumpy to me. And look at the clap gap on the side, to the right side. It could come down all the way to 0.03924, honestly, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, straight down on that 4 hour, 30-minute time frame. Oof. It is so extended, man. That thing is so dumpy. The sad thing is it could dump more. It could absolutely dump more. I don't know if this is ready, my friend. This do not look ready. I see no rounded bottoms. Sure, a little bit of bull div there in a 5 minute. Sure. This is risque. This is the riskiest of the riskiest. Look, completely invalidated the bull div there by just putting in a lower low on the momentum. Yeah, it's a stiff trend. Sure, it's a stiff trend. You know, I like playing those stiff trend games, but man, no confirmation on Pipe. This is definitely gambling. And this thing is way extended to the downside. I like the extension to the downside, but can we get the rounded bottom part? Can we get more consistent bull div? More consistent bull div. Look, no bull div there on that 15-minute time frame. Just consistently lower momentum with price. Momentum matching the price. So I do not like this. I do not like this setup. Not for a long trade or not even for a short trade. I don't like it. It's too extended. Not for me. Not for me right now, I got to tell you. Too extended without enough confirmation for a bounce. All right. Speaking of confirmation for a bounce, how we doing on the near? Near looking okay. Still in the range, but not really breaking up quite yet, right? No breakup quite yet. Call that a triple bottom, potentially. Call it bearish consolidation. It could just be bearish consolidation. Don't get me wrong. Jupe still up, but this should be up a whole lot more than it is now. Let me see what we got going on here. 5 minute. Are we still struggling at that level? Interesting. Interesting price action, right? Trend up. Trend up to break down. Trend up to go parabolic. Maybe. We'll see. We did put it at a higher high, though, for sure. That is a confident higher high. A confident higher high here on Jupiter. Still bullish. Interesting. All right. Yeah, did we get the veto on Dash yet? Did we get the veto on Dash? Any thoughts on Doge? Let's see. Any thoughts on Doge? I have to take a look at it. Thoughts on Doge. Let me take a quick look at the traditional assets. That's right. It's a full port on pipe. Careful, man. Careful. That look crazy. Juggernaut said, clap me, JP, because I'm in. Hold on. Let me show that chat. For some reason why it kind of like moderated that chat automatically. Clap me, JP, because I'm in. All right. Well, I'll clap you in advance. Here's your advanced clapping on Pyth. There you go. That's for you. That's for you, Juggernaut. Let me know how it works out. All right, let's look at the traditional assets here. The NQ. What's the NASDAQ doing right now? Bull flag. Bull flag on the 5 minute. It had a big move up, just like Bitcoin, right? A big move up, and now a bull flag. No sign of a breakout yet, but bull flag may break out. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. The 30-minute perspective, it still looks like dog crap, doesn't it? It still looks like a bigger downtrend that just looks disgusting. Could it eventually come all the way up? V-shaped recovery, maybe even make all-time highs for the NASDAQ? Of course, anything is possible. But right now, on those medium time frames, the medium time frames is in a downtrend. The smaller time frames trying to come up. There's the 5 minute. It is a bull flag. How about the 5 minute for silver? Ooh, claptastic. What is that? What is that on silver? That is not a bull flag. What happened here? It looks like it was a trend up to break down situation. Price went up, momentum went down. Eventually the bearish divergence kicked in and pushed this thing all the way down. Will it do a double bottom? That's interesting how different this looks from gold. Wait, gold does look like what time frame was I on gold? Hold on 1 second. NASDAQ, gold. Okay, that makes sense. I must have been on a different time frame. I don't know. That's gold right there on the 5 minute time frame. That looks crazy. Yeah, there's no time frame that gold. Yeah, I might have confused that with the NASDAQ for a second. There we go. Because NASDAQ was in a flag, right? NASDAQ had that flag. Then I went to gold, and gold looks like this on the 5 minute. Yeah, trend up to break down. Pretty freaking bearish on gold. Same thing on silver. Yep, trend up to break down. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, apologize for that. All right, 50-minute time frame at the bottom of the range may go even lower, though. Look at that. Just straight downtrend for gold. Even up to the 2 hour time frame, we're testing lows and going lower, lower, lower. How low can we go? Bring out the hula hoop. Well, not the hula hoop, but what do you call the thing when you're on? Can't we just act that out? What is that thing called when you hold the stick and you kind of dip below it and you kind of dip backwards below? What is that called again? Bring it up in the chat, man. Bring that thing out. It's time to do that. It goes lower. How low can you go? What is that called, man? And what tradition is that originally from? Is that Mexican tradition? What am I talking about, guys? When you have the pole, one person holds one end of the pole, the other person holds one end of the pole, and people go, they go under the pole like a dance. What is that called? Was it the limbo? What is that called? All right. Let's see. So downtrend for gold. Let's look at oil. And I see I got super chats right here. Let me just finish up with oil here. The limbo. It is the limbo, isn't it? The limbo. Time to do the limbo, baby. Time to do the limbo with gold. It goes lower. Okay, how low can you go? Anybody really good at the limbo? And then I really just try to do the limbo at my desk with the mic. The limbo stick. Here you go. I'm doing the limbo. Gold doing the limbo, man. How low can it go? All right, crude oil. Crude oil is pretty bullish, right? Big move up. Bull flag. Mid breakout. Another flag right there. Pretty bullish, man. Somebody said the Macarena. It's called the Macarena. Is limbo from Mexican culture, guys? Is that from Mexican culture? What culture is the limbo from? Talk to me. Make me cultured. Make me cultured. Bitcoin coming down. And speaking of culture, man, why did Dave like cut up some watermelon here at the studio, man? Cut up some watermelon and brought it out. He was like, you want some watermelon, man? You like watermelon? You like watermelon, JP? I'm like, well, yes, I do. How'd you know? How'd you know? Cutting up watermelon at the studio. In fact, I kind of want some watermelon. I may go grab the watermelon from the other room. Bitcoin coming down and the small time frame right here. Coming down the small time frame. Yeah. It says Hawaii. Is it really Hawaiian culture? No way. Somebody says it's Brazilian. Limbo is Brazil. Well, guys, you guys figure it out. Okay, you guys argue it out. Where does the limbo come from? Is it Hawaiian? Is it Brazilian? What is it? I'm going to go get this watermelon real quick, though. Give me 1 second. Bring up the battlefield. I got to bring up the battlefield. Here we go. I want some watermelon. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on. Damn, Bear's in control now. Bear's in control on the battlefield. What's going on? All right. Bears in control, but the Bulls fighting back. And there's no more watermelon left. There's no more watermelon left. I think Rob ate it all, man. I think Rob ate it all. Man, I knew it, man. I knew Rob was blacker than me. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm joking. Okay. All right, here we go. What's going on with BTC? Could be making right shoulders here. We looked at the NASDAQ. We looked at gold. We look at crude oil still getting bullish again here. Is crude oil, is it longable now, man? Is that technically a Sammy special, like on a 5-minute time frame? Technically, right? Is it technically a Sammy special on the 5-minute for crude oil? Let's see here. Yo, this opportunity in oil, this could be longable. It just broke the big trend to the downside, guys. Do we long oil? All right. Where did limbo come from? No way. ChatGPT said Trinidad for the limbo. I said, there's a big, not there being a big discussion about where the limbo come from now in the chat. Oh, man. So you got to do watermelon, feta, cheese, and bread? Oh, my God. Crude oil breaking up, though. You see what I'm talking about with these brittle trends, though? Look how brittle that trend was and robotic. Very robotic and brittle. And oil just broke up above it. Who's willing to long oil right now? Who wants to long oil? And what does the trade look like? Here's the 15-minute time frame, just about ready for action. How about that 5-minute? Yeah, I like that 5-minute flag on oil. Look at that, just broke above. Let's see what it looks like. You know, I'm the oil man lately. I may have to get into oil trade to the upside. It said BTC rejecting the golden pocket. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, so beautiful move there. Beautiful move there on oil. How high do I take this thing though? Ooh, I like the 4 hour. I love the 4 hour. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. All right, let's get the long tool and start sketching a trade on oil to the upside. Stop loss at about 76.35 for oil. Maybe bring it to the top of the range. Not a good enough risk reward ratio for me right now. But can we call this whole thing a flag and this whole thing a pole? That's the pole. That's the flag. Take it to the top of the range, possibly. Let's see what this will break it out to. That makes sense. Yep. Right about that area. Match that high. We'll zoom out to see it make even more sense, like the 8 hour, like this. So this is a good idea, ooh, of the trade. And you see how this kind of looks like a rounded bottom and a cup and handle, right? Rounded bottoms pay the bills. And there's a handle for good measure. A handle, aka a flag, that we're basically about to play to the upside. So that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Ooh, I mean, erase all the drawings there. Bring it back. Bring back the drawings. I'm sketching the trade on oil. How are we looking now on a risk reward ratio? 1 to 3. We could probably tighten it up a little bit. Why don't we just use these wicks down here? Makes it more of a 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Any way to tighten it up a little bit more? Maybe a better entry. Any way of getting a better trade here? Yeah, we could probably get a better entry. Let me bring this over. What if I did the bullish retest off the flag? If I was lucky enough to get that entry. Yeah, if I was lucky enough to get that entry right there, bring it down a little bit lower, zoom back out on an 8 hour. I'm sketching a trade, baby. I'm sketching. Let me sketch. A 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. Still not too bad on the 4 hour for oil. What do you think about the trade, folks? What do you think about the trade? I'm trying to set it up here. Look at the green dot, low stochastics. That looks beautiful. Beautiful for a move to the upside for oil with some small time frame confirmation. If you get in right now, you may be in drawdown for a bit, as it's not an an optimized entry. Not an optimized entry, but there is some certainty here. Well, I'll just say confirmation is the word. There is some confirmation about a move up here. It's less speculation and more confirmation. Okay. Crazy Finger says, I've been calling oil all day, son. I've been calling oil all day, son. You're late, monk man. Well, hey, late better than never. And at least this gives you confirmation for your idea as well. As I came here with fresh eyes and a fresh narrative, amen. Just like every day, came here with fresh eyes and I see this trade on oil. So you are correct if you were looking at this as a bullish move, or who knows, maybe we both wrong, right? But this gives you more confluence. The fact that I seen it should give you more confluence for the move up. I like it. I may get into the trade, but folks, if you get into the trade, just understand that you could go into down draw, as it is a bit chasey right now. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to call a trade alert and I'm going to put in a trade. So let's call the trade alert. Call it.
Attention, trade inbound. Attention, trade alert. High probability setup found. Time to blindly follow JP. Sin City Crypto.
New trade alert. That's right, new trade alert, baby.
This is not
Never financial advice, folks. Okay. But I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to give you the numbers and I'm going to write down the numbers real quick because I got to put this in quick. And I just don't want to resketch it on the exchange. So let me see. The entry is going to be, I'm going to just give you the numbers. And this is CL, not that Brent oil, but CL, guys. Okay. So 82.89 for the entry. That's the entry. 82.89. The stop loss is going to be at 77.35. And the TP is going to be at, bring it all the way up, 104.58. 104.58. And that is a long trade for oil. That's right, a long trade for oil. It is like a limit order type thing because I'm trying to get a little bit lower entry right there. But let's go ahead and put it in. Let's put it in. I'm going to put this in on a BitUnix. Yes, BitUnix. Sorry for breathing in the mic there. There we go. I'll put this in on BitUnix, my exchange of choice. Guys, go ahead and put the link in the description. Sorry, a link in the chat if you can for BitUnix. Let's put this trade in. Oil. CL is what it's called. Oil CL on BitUnix. They have all the commodities that you need. Gold, silver, oil, natural gas, silver, palladium, whatever you want. All on BitUnix. Give them the link. You need no promotion. You need no deposit bonus. It's just an amazing exchange. Give them the link for BitUnix. Thank you so much for that. All right. Let's go ahead and put in the trade. And there we go. All right, stop loss 77.35. TP is going to be 104.58. And my entry, a limit order at 82.89. All right, that's what I'm doing right there. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's put the trade in. What's the risk reward ratio here? What is the risk reward ratio? It is, excuse me, 1 to 4, 1 to 4.46. Risk reward ratio on oil. I'm going to enter the trade. Oh, I wasn't supposed to enter right now. Trying to set the damn limit order. Well, I guess I'm going to be in down draw. God damn it. I was trying to set the limit order, but I got in right now. All right. It is what it is. It's not that far from my entry anyway. Let me see. How far are we? Did not mean to put it literally right there. It's okay. Pretty close to the entry that I want. I'm okay with it. Yeah, the entry I wanted is literally right there. 82. Yeah. Yeah, we're close enough. We're close enough. So just keep that in mind, guys. I did get into the trade. I meant to put a limit order right there just below, but I got into the trade right now. So it is what it is. I'm in the trade for oil. It's a bullish trade, as oil is in a bullish trend now. It's now in a bullish trend on the small time frames. And let's look at the oil on the macro just really quickly, guys. Really quickly, like, for example, the 12-hour. Let me just see something real quick. That's the 8. Okay, that's the 12. This is the 12. Damn, man. I knew that was, man, what a crazy rejection that is. I remember looking at oil when we were at resistance up there, and I'm like, man, it could come down, and it sure did come down, man. That was a perfect short, man. We had the perfect short, and this may be the perfect long now. It may be the perfect long for oil, especially as things get shaky and dicey in the Middle East. And I have no idea what's going on over there, but I'm assuming, the strait is about to close. Is the charts telling us the news right now? All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. Back to Bitcoin, getting a small move up here in the 5-minute time frame, but mostly going sideways, isn't it? Mostly going sideways, respecting the super trend on the 5-minute. How about the 1 minute? How's the 1 minute look for Bitcoin? It lost it briefly, then got right back above it. We do have a bearish cross with the 21 crossing bearishly, the 200. We'll see. Does price come back down as well? And we'll look at the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute looks like a steady uptrend. Steady uptrend. Is there bear div? There's bear div on the way up, though. Got to be careful. You put in a higher high on price, but you put in lower highs and equal highs on the momentum. That is bear div. A Class A and Class B bear div, bearish divergence with a red dot. bear div could bring you down. Be careful. BTC on that 15-minute time frame. All right, let's check out the 2 hour for Bitcoin. 2 hour, is it just a bear flag? Check it out. 2 hour for Bitcoin. That could be a bear flag right there, just trending up to break down once you come in contact with serious resistance like that. Right? Serious resistance to 21 on that 2 hour could be enough with high stochastics to bring price down. No red dot just yet, but how close are we to printing it? Pretty far from printing it, and money flow green. In the bullish case, you do have a clap gap above us. Look, that clap gap claps us to the downside a lot of times, but it could clap us to the upside, right? Clap gap to the upside, bring it up to about 64,432. Test the 200 MA in the bullish case for Bitcoin. All right, I'm going to leave it on this 1 hour for a second. All right, and check you out in the chat. All right. Okay, Juggernaut, JP, I'm in the money on Pyth. Okay, no way. You're really on the money? Let's go, man. Let's go. I love it. Okay, a CAD says, I'm not sure, but my view is exactly the opposite. I see oil at $78 and some relief rally for BTC inversely. See oil at 78. Okay. You see oil at 78 and some relief rally for BTC inversely. Okay. So you're saying that BTC comes up, oil goes down? Is that what we're saying? I mean, oil's at 77 right now. So, I mean, 78 would be going higher. Or maybe I'm reading that wrong. And here's a super chat coming in. Is it Bing Bang? Bing Bang says, could you give your view on HBAR? Also, how do you decide on how much money you use on a trade? Okay, good questions. All right, let's look at HBAR and make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay, we got hella super chats here. Okay, guys are showing love. Y'all showing love today. Oh, let me bring everything to the small time frame. Hold on. God damn. Y'all are showing love. Put BTC on a 5-minute time frame. And sorry, I didn't mean to go over these super chats. I'll put it in order and respond to this in order, actually. So we got, who is it? Slapping Clapper? That's somebody's name? Slapping Clapper? Says, what are your thoughts on Q&T right now? Okay, I'll see. Q&T want me to look at. And also Forex Chris says, SWE, how is the long looks for SWE? I will look at SWE as well. SWE, Quant, and then we'll look at that HBAR. Appreciate all the super chats. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. All right, I already got the towel one. Beautiful, beautiful. We are caught up. Okay, we are caught up. They said looking shaky. All right, let's see what SWE is looking like. Let's see, is SWE looking clappy? What's SWE doing? SWE. They call me the SWE Whisperer. That's right, the SWE Whisperer. All right, what's SWE doing? Let's look at it on the 5-minute time frame. It's doing a shaky pump with everything else. It's going sideways. And this is bullish to me. You're not losing any critical levels. You're not losing the 200 MA. You're staying above the POC. It's pretty bullish overall, but shaky. Shaky is a great way to put it. Let's look at it on the weekly time frame. Zoom away out on SWE. Remove all the drawings. Look at the weekly. There we go. Weekly has heavy bullish divergence. Lower low on price, higher low on the momentum indicators, all of them. The divergence is, it's encouraging for long. It doesn't mean it's going to play out. Daily time frame. And hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, cool. And daily. How's the daily look on SWE? So SWE had this like inverse head and shoulder right here. Inverse head and shoulder for SWE. I longed that on the daily. I think my stop loss is like right here somewhere. So pretty close to getting clapped. You never know. But SWE looking, I would say shaky, but is that tweezer bottoms right there? Let's remove the drawings. Tweezer bottoms right there locally. Low stochastics and RSI Could be a bottom. We'll see. Or just, keep clapping to the downside. Here's the 8-hour. 8-hour looks somewhat like a double bottom, does it? Somewhat. Interesting. Okay, somewhat like a double bottom right there. Maybe even triple bottom with those candles. I'm sorry, double bottom on the stochastics. There we go. That's where I got that from. Double bottom here on the stochastics and the RSI. Green dot, right? Double green dot. Got the green dot there, the buy signal on the market side for B on the 8-hour time frame for SWE. The 4-hour coming up, trying to respect that 9 MA. If you can respect that, we can go higher and get past the 21. But an aggressive downturn, right? Aggressive downturn with heavy bull div. The bull div is promising lower lows, higher lows here. Disagreement, I believe the momentum. Buyers stepping in at the moment. Is 30-minute time frame on the way up? 30-minute on the way up. Is it just a bear flag that's gonna roll over? That is the bearish case. A bear flag that's gonna roll over, and that's just the extension of the flag. Here's the 5-minute. 5-minute is actually bullish, well above the 200 MA and on the way up. We talked about this already, the small time frames, and the 1-minute shaky. So I got to say, SWE is shaky at best. There's still a lot of potential bullish energy on the weekly and the daily, both having divergences, bullish divergences. But you got to respect the lows in order for the bullish divergences to play out, guys. If we put in new lows on a weekly, this divergence can easily make a lower low on momentum and canceling out all the bull div that you did have. But in the small time frame, SWE is making a move. SWE is making a move on the small time frames, and there's still that potential bullish energy. But we got to see. I have no idea what's going to happen. And I did close my SWE trade out earlier, if you're asking about that. And did I get taken out? What just happened? Hold on. Are you kidding me? I got taken out on a wick on near. Is that what just happened? Are you kidding me? Hold on. I think I got anti-clapped on near. I'm sorry, Jupe. Hold on. Trade history. Are you kidding me? I lost no money, but man, it just took me out of the trade. Which is okay if it's gonna keep dumping, but it sucks when it just wicks you out, right? It just wicked me out. It just wicked me out on Jupe and now still going up. Are you kidding me? That's the risk of the anti-clapper. That can happen, right? You put it in break even, you get taken out of the trade and it still goes your direction. Like, we all hate that. I know we all hate that. But it's okay. I'm not going to FOMO back in right now. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't lose any money, but man, Jupe about to pump without me now. It's still bullish. Still bullish. Just came and took me out in a quick wick with the anti-clapper. And now near is down. Great. Great. Man, Jupe was looking juicy. Jupe was juicy as all hell. But near, we'll see what happens. I'm glad I made near a bigger trade. So we'll see how this plays out. But damn, Jupe, why you do that? Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Okay, let me do the other super chat. Somebody asked me about quant, and then we get right into HBAR. All right, let's get into quant, Q and T. Q&T USDT on Binance. All right, how's it look on a daily time frame? Daily time frame coming down in aggressive nature. Q&T just dumping with aggression. Damn, that's a violent dump right there on the daily time frame. 1, 2, 3 bearish daily candles. The 12-hour time frames coming straight down. It's oversold, but it could stay oversold. Man, that is pretty bearish. But you get so bearish that you eventually get bullish, don't you? But you don't even have bull dib, no bull dib, but you do have a buy signal. That's a sucker's buy signal. Careful. Going a bit sideways on the 1 hour. Okay, finally some bull div. Finally some bull div here. Class B on RSI, Class A on the stochastics. Class B on a market cipher B, VWAP going sideways. Price mostly going sideways on that 1 hour time frame. Here's the 15-minute time frame as well, going sideways, but starting to look like what could be a rounded bottom. Are we starting to round this curve now? Nah, still just pretty much stiff arm, right? Stiff arm, straight down, brittle trend. Could break up. I would like to see this start rounding out a bit. 10-minute time frame, heavy bull div there, heavy bull div in a small time frames. 5 minute, 1 minute, trying to break above. Okay, so pretty much in a downtrend on all time frames. I got to say this thing is not bullish, but it eventually will become very bullish by the way it's looking. It's so aggressively down that it will create opportunity unlike no other. But that opportunity may not come until tomorrow. Amen. It may not come till tomorrow. We'll see. Or maybe later in the week. But right now, aggressive downtrend for QNT on almost all time frames. So don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't force it. Don't force it, guys. All right. That is QNT. And somebody asked me about HBAR, and somebody also asked me, how do you decide on how much money to use on a trade? Okay, so that is subjective, but the general advice for beginners, if you want to grow an account, is to use 1 to 2% at maximum, right, of your account value. That's the generic advice. If you just ask me how much should I risk per trade, 1 to 2% of your account size. That's the right answer, right? But for me, I mean, I tend to risk more when it's a bigger trade, like when it's a bigger time frame trade, to make it worth the wait. Those weekly and daily time frames take a long time to play out. So I tend to risk more of the account size on a daily or weekly trade because of how long it takes to play out, and also how much more accurate the calls usually are on a higher time frame, right? The win rate, I feel like, is higher for the higher time frames as opposed to the small time frame scalps. Amen. So there's no right or wrong answer here. The right answer is enough to not wreck your account, right? Enough to have enough losses, right? Enough to have enough losses to not destroy your account. Yeah, I do. So I do it based on time frame. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the trade amount for me. Okay, that's the best way I can say it. All right, but let's look at HBAR. Let's look at HBAR, see what's going on with it. We got it already in the community alts. HBAR. Here we go, HBAR. Daily time frame. Okay. A trend down, clearly a downtrend. But you see, recently it did come up and flagged. It flagged and now trying to respect the 21. I like that. I like that it's trying to respect the 21. Like before over here, it just rejected, didn't even try to get back above it, right? Didn't even try to get back above it. It hasn't even attempted. Now you're attempting something. You see the momentum shift, attempting to make that a bottom, attempting to make it a higher low and come on up on a momentum. There's an attempt at a bounce here. So let's go down to smaller time frames on HBAR and take a look. And I'll just give you a 10-hour. Yeah, a better view of that flag, extended flag, green dot, a green. What did I just do? I just combine my indicators again. How do I keep doing that? I don't keep doing that. That's ridiculous. Let me close this tab real quick and just start over. I don't know how I did that. All right, bring it back to HBAR. All right, we were on a daily, and then we went down to the 10-hour. Yeah, 10-hour, the flag right there. Low stochastics curving up. Beautiful curve there with the RSI, green dot. Everything right there giving a buy signal, for this flag right here. That flag is juicy. A juicy flag now starting to break up. That makes me want to speculate. It makes me want to speculate on that flag. I like that flag right there. If I were to play that, if I were to make that a trade alert, it would be something like this. Just like that. I like that. 1 to 4, just about 3.9 risk reward ratio. Getting in right now. Stop loss below the wick. I like that. Let's see how the small time frames look like. Maybe we can get some multi time frame nexus, right? Multi time frame confirmation to get into this trade. I like the 4-hour. Okay. Stochastics came up pretty high very quickly. I don't like that too much. But not too bad. I like the flag. 30-minute, getting above things. Okay, meaning business. Trying to test that at 200. Here's a 5-minute with what looks like could be a Sammy special coming. Sammy special, green dot, 1 minute going sideways. I like this. I'm liking when I see here for HBAR, Hedera, makes me want to speculate. What time frame was best to speculate here? I think it was like that 10 hour. I like the 10 hour. Yeah, it makes me want to speculate. Let's speculate. Call a trade alert. And in fact, and guys, make sure you protect yourself and take profit early. Amen. In this congregation, hit the organs, baby. Hit the organs. In this congregation, we will speculate and we will take profit early. That's right. We will not wait. We won't hesitate. We'll take profit early before the FOMC. So be careful getting into all these trades before the FOMC tomorrow, okay? We'd have no idea how price is going to react. But this could be a quick enough move to make money now or overnight or before the FOMC. Amen? All right? So don't be holding these trades all crazy, guys. This trade, I'm putting it on the 10 hour, but it could play out in the next few hours. Okay, take profit early. Anti-clap yourself. And with that said, a trade alert, baby. Let's go.
Attention, trade inbound. Attention, trade alert. High probability setup found. Time to blindly follow JP. Send City Crypto. New trade alert. This is not financial advice.
All right, not financial advice, folks, but let's go ahead and put this trade in. Stop loss is going to be just about 0.0688. Wait, no, that's wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. That's the current price, 0.6682. 0.0668. There we go. I'm sorry. All over the place here. 0.0668 is a stop loss. Entry is going to be about now, right around 0.0688. I hate all these zeros. 0.06887. That's the entry, and the TP is going to be around, let's make it 0.07674. All right, that's the numbers right there for a potential trade here on Hedera on the 10 hour. I like the trade, guys. Just make sure you secure your profits. Anti-clapper as soon as possible with the FOMC tomorrow. We have no idea what's going to happen. Looks like Nia's doing the clapping. How's BTC looking, man? Are we getting shaky here? Shaky pump it, baby. Shaky pump it, maybe shaky dump it. All right. Let's take a look at HBAR. All right, Rex. What's up, Rex? My big bro Rex, what's going on? HBAR, here we go. Closest to the 10 hour is what? 1 day. Stop loss. I'm putting in my actual trade now. 0.0668. And a TP 0.007674. And entry would be right about now. All right, something I can put an extra zero here by mistake. All right, not risking too much here, man, because you never know, guys. You never know. FOMC tomorrow, this can get clappy. This can get very clappy. Be careful. Don't be going too crazy. I'm only going to risk like maybe $100. There we go. All right. Got it cooking. Got the HBAR trade open and near. That's probably going to be my only two trades for the show, probably. I don't want to go too crazy hard on these altcoins, guys. You got to be freaking careful. BTC can roll over at any moment, and we know that. We know that, don't we? We know that. All right. Rex, what's going on, man? What's the narrative, man? What's the daily mathematics? Talk to me. What's the daily mathematics? What's going on, folks? Where we coming from? Who's just coming in the stream? Who's just coming in the stream? Talk to me. I'm live for the studio today, not in the Zen Lab, but in Sin City Podcast. Come on, baby. Give me 1 second. See what's going on here. Love it, love it, love it. We got 213 on the likes, but we got almost 400 people here. We could still do better. We could do better. Let's clap the like button, baby. Clap the like button if you can. All right. Bring this back up, and let's check out the battlefield. The battle for Bitcoin. All right, it's an LDO. All right, Josh said that you put a TP on every trade. I do. I have a TP and a stop loss on every trade. I'm real clappy. Welcome in. I'm real clappy. Welcome in. How you doing, man? How you feeling clappy? How you feeling clappy? What's going on? All right. Is oil still going up? We went for a long on oil, guys. We went for a long on oil. Let's see how that's doing on BitUnix. Okay, not bad. The long on oil looks good. Looks like we're up. I'm up 47% already. Let's go. Come on the oil long. Oil long up right now. Let's see how high it goes. I'm in on an oil long. Okay, not too bad. That could be a mega winner by tomorrow. A mega winner. They said Ondo bearish. I'm really clappy says, don't bet the farm. You won't be able to lose at least 100 trades before asking to blow up. Agreed. Crazy Finger says, it all feels clappy now. Were we just bullish and everything feels clappy now? Is that what just happened? Crazy Finger says the strait's been closed for a while, I believe. If that's the case, why was oil going down like that? Why was it going down for so long? It says, I'm feeling good, but my longs look ready to be anti-clap. Yeah, that can happen. Hey, anti-clap is better than being death clap, right? Way better than being death clap. All right. Let's do the analysis. Let's do the analysis on the coin that matters, BTC. 1 minute doing nothing. It's going sideways, guys. It's doing nothing. Until we lose that 200 MA on a 1 minute, on a 5 minute time frame, it's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just going up in a slow fashion. Trending up to maybe breakdown. When will that breakdown be? Maybe overnight. Maybe during the witching hours, right? The witching hours, the overnight hours, the Asian hours. Maybe we'll roll over. We'll see. Going through all time frames here for Bitcoin before we get back into the altcoins and the traditional assets. 2 hour may see a rejection from the 21. That's a rejection candle so far, isn't it? A rejection candle so far with high stochastics, but the money flow is green. Let's see what happens here. 4 hour, my alignment time frame for BTC. Are we about to roll over right now? Look, guys, we talked about the fact that we got rejected twice at the 9 MA. Rejection. That was bearish, but now look. Look, now we got a rejection the other way. Now we're losing the 9 MA after gaining it. We thought we had it comfortably and everything was looking bullish. But here we go, coming down, losing the 9 MA on the 4 hour time frame. This could flip things bearish pretty quickly. There's the VWAP right there, the yellow line. All it has to do is just start curving over and bam, you got a red dot. Red dot on Market Cipher B on the 4 hour time frame, setting off the auto clappers to the downside. What a bearish candle coming in. Pretty bearish candle on the 4 hour. That looks horrible. That looks very bearish and clappy. Very clappy on a BTC 4 hour time frame. No wick to the downside and coming down as we speak. This could be the candle to change the game, guys. The game changer candle. That looks crazy. Clappy, in fact. Okay. Well, let me look at the liquidity heat map and the casino. You see the bright liquidity to the downside. We said liquidity is on both sides, but I mean, if you want to talk about concentration, I'm saying downside right now, right? Right there, 62,400. Interesting. All right, take a look at the casino. Here we go. Casino, make sure it is the most live data. It's live, baby. So we saw a visit to the supply zone. We were in the supply zone, aka the upwards liquidity, right? We had a bullish condition called up there, a bullish condition, made everything all bullish. But then a pull to the downside and lost this moving average here. Now still pulled to the downside and below the zero line of the demand. Now negative 28 on the demand, 20 trades per minute, 1 minute now bearish again, 2 minute through the 5 minute bullish, 10 minute through the 2 hour bearish. Lots of mixed messages here for BTC, but we did see a visit to the supply zone. It could have been enough to drop some packages off, right? I'm in the business of shipping and receiving, baby. That's the analogy, shipping and receiving, selling in that supply zone, buying in the demand zone. What did we sell in the demand zone? Well, I guess I sold my SWE, right? I sold my SWE up there, and I sold one other trade. I forget what it was. My SWE. I definitely got rid of that damn Eigen. That's for sure. But, will we see another visit to the supply zone, or is it likely we come down now? Maybe another bearish condition. It's interesting. There was never a possible price reversal called up here. There was back here, but there was no possible price reversal called for Bitcoin in the supply zone. All right, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. And it looks like the bears fully in control now, fully in control, cornering the bulls and about to win this battle. That's right. The bears about to win this battle, folks. The battle for Bitcoin. Bulls pushing back, but the bears are too strong. Too strong. Look how much of the battlefield the bears are in control of. The bulls have nothing. The bulls have nothing. Pretty bearish. All right. Somebody said, where is it? Yeah, Jay Will says 4 hours short, BTC activated. I don't blame you, man. Losing that 9 MA is definitely a reason to short. That's definitely a reason to short right there, guys. The moment you lost that 9 MA, really, just a stop loss, at the top right there. Not a great risk reward ratio to the 200 MA, which I'm sure would be some support. But I don't know, maybe you tighten it up. Maybe you do something like that. There's a 1 to 3. I mean, shorting BTC in a 4 hour time frame kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. I'm not mad at that at all. It makes sense. Bring it down to the 200. Just say, hey, we lost the 9 and here we go. Here we go. Another downturn. What a bearish candle on the 4 hour time frame BTC. It looks clappy, man. It's bringing us back to clapping season. I thought we were entering licking season. Now we ain't back in clapping season. It's clappy out here. How's the weather, Monk Man? It's clappy. The weather's clappy. Okay? And if you're asking me what the weather is for BTC, it's clappy. Damn. Oh, my God. Bitcoin loves giving it all back. Loves giving it all back. How about the NASDAQ? Is the NASDAQ giving it all back? What's going on with the NQ? Got the NASDAQ futures open. Yes, we do. Here it is. 5 minute time frame. Yes, it is giving it all back. So look at that. NASDAQ had that big dump, V for volatility, just like Bitcoin, was in a range, made another V for volatility, now gave it all back again. Like, now what? Now what? Do we take out both lows and head lower for the NASDAQ and continue the meso trend to the downside? There's the meso trend for you to the downside for the NASDAQ. Starting to go a bit parabolic, right? Parabolic to the downside. There's your parabolic curve. Something like that. Oh, got stuck. Something like that, right? Parabolic curve to the downside for the NASDAQ. Damn. All right, XAU. Gold trying to come up. Gold trying to come up. Seeing resistance at the 5-minute 200. Gold attempting something. Here is silver. Silver attempting something and a little bit more successful at it. Look at silver trying to get bullish here. Interesting. And finally, oil. Oil. We're in an oil long, baby. We're in an oil long. And it's up. It's up. Starting to break out of the flag there. Starting to break out of the flag. We'll see. Does it roll over or continue to the upside? Yeah, that 4 hour looks crazy, guys. Looks crazy. Keep eyes on the 5-minute for BTC. Keep eyes on the 5-minute time frame. See if we hold the 200 MA or not. Very important level. You see what happened the last time we came in contact with it. A big move to the upside. Will there be the same reaction? We're pretty close to it right now. We'll see soon. Second. All right. The quant says Link is going to $50 plus in 2027. Okay. Getting good spot buys on a dump. Yeah. Definitely a good time to look for spot stuff for sure. A great time to spot almost anything. Anything worth buying. Kyle says check the monthly. Okay, we can check the monthly. I did briefly earlier, but we'll talk about the monthly for BTC. I'll pull that up for sure. The quant says shorting and longing with the battlefield instead of candlesticks. New meta. I love it. Yeah, I love that idea actually. Shorting and longing used in the battlefield. Said BTC bear flag, 15-minute time frame. It's a 15-minute time frame. Call it a bear flag? Can we call it a bear flag? Sure. Yeah. This whole thing just looks like a bear flag to me. That whole thing, this whole trend up to potentially break down. Absolutely. I see it. Guys, what coins do you want to see? What coins do you see? Talk to me in the chat. Give me some claps, baby. Give me random clap emojis. Give me fives. Where's the members? Come on. Who just got here? Who's first time here? Hit the like button. Have you hit the like button? Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Notification bells. Come on. Fire up this congregation. All right, let's go to the monthly. Go to monthly time frame for Bitcoin. Monthly. I guess we talk about the head and shoulders that's there. The main thing, my main takeaway though from the monthly is us being above that 50 MA, the red line. As long as we're above that, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. We're still in the same range as long as we're above that red line. So far above it. But man, if this wants to come down and do the clapping, get ready for sub 40K BTC. Like this could get dangerous. But above the 50 MA for now. We could talk about this if you want to talk about that. You know, this big old head and shoulder, slanted head and shoulder on the monthly could bring price down significantly, like 20K significantly, because that's a big old head. That's a big old head and a neckline right there. Get your measured move. Bring it down to 32K. Well, actually, technically, wouldn't you dump from here? Yeah, I think you would dump from there. Yeah, that's more like, look, that's more like 17K, 18K. Let's just call it 20, okay? Let's call it 20K, 20-ish K. Yeah, it would dump from there. That's crazy. That's a move. That's enough. We have structure right now to bring us down to 20K. That means something. We have the structure right now that could bring us down to 20K. Potentially on the monthly. You know, whatever you want to take from that. And let's talk about the fact that the monthly did break the super trend. I don't know how much weight you put on the super trend, but right there, man, that green line, it's been an uptrend ever since that green line. We broke the super trend. Now it made a red line right here that basically will continue if we continue in this downtrend. It'll continue red until we break it. So we're technically finally in a downtrend, says this super trend. We've been in a downtrend for some time. Okay. We've been in a downtrend for some time. In my opinion, we've been in a downtrend on the monthly ever since we took out this area, like 75,126, or right around that area. That's when we entered a downtrend, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the monthly. Not too much to say here. We still kind of at a SR flip zone from last cycle, right? Right around this area, right? That was the high of the bull market. And it's kind of where we are now, right? You know, put it on the body to show more of a flip, called like a SR flip zone, right? Flip this area, you know, use it as support, which was previous resistance, and continue your way on up, right? SR flip zone on the monthly for BTC. Get down to the weekly. Weekly is very important, a very important time frame for me. I look at it all the time, and I'm always seeing where we are in regards to this yellow line. If we are below it, I am a super bear. Not a regular bear, but a super bear. Okay, a cannibal bear, a bear that eats other bears. The bears are eating the bears. The bears are eating the bear. I'll literally eat other bears if we lose that level. And the crazy thing is, we could lose it at any time. We could lose it tonight. We could lose it tomorrow during the FOMC. We can get really clappy. How clappy do you want to get? We can lose this level at any time, but as long as we're above it, I'm bullish and taking longs. If we're below it, I'm so bearish, guys. I'm incredibly bearish, and I'm shorting every single pop. You're going to see me shorting so much if we lose that level. Oh, man. All right, that's the monthly and the weekly. How about another random one? How about the 5-day? Something I don't really look at often. The 5-day time frame for BTC. It looks like bearish consolidation, man. If I had to call it, it is bearish consolidation. We do have bull div. I mean, that's the bullish thing about it, right? That low, lower low on price, higher low on momentum. You know how that goes. The bull div is there, yes. But just looking at the structure besides that, I'm seeing bearish consolidation. I'm seeing a bear pennant. I wish I wasn't seeing it, but I'm seeing a bear pennant. I'm seeing continuation to the downside, likely, for what I can see. But there is a green dot. There's a green dot there, which is a buy signal. Is it close to printing a sell signal? It prints that sell signal when this line crosses right there bearishly. And I think it's close to that. It's close to flipping that buy signal to a sell signal, and then we are screwed. All right, we are screwed, gentlemen and ladies, if that happens. Well, unless you're short from the top, right? Who's still short from 124,000? Who's still short from $124,000 for BTC? Man, bearish consolidation, man, on a 5-day, man. Crazy. Could it get bullish? It could get bullish, but man, this is by default bearish, man. 5. I erase the drawings and go to the 3-day. Another random time frame here for BTC. It looks like I need to plug in my tablet before I lose connection. Bearish engulfing candle coming in on the 3-day with high Stokes and a red dot. Are you kidding me? 5! Everything pointing to short it, monk man. Short it, monk man. Bearish engulfing candle, high stochastics, red money flow, and a red dot. Fresh red dot on market cipher. Be the bearish cross, man. That 3-day is clappy. It's so clappy. Oh, man. What a life. All right, guys, I'm going to bring you to the battlefield. I may have to make a Zen in a second. Let me bring you to the battlefield. And I got to grab a quick charger for my tablet that's about to die on me. This is the way I view the chat. So just give me one moment. Here's the battlefield. Looks like the Bears are about to win the battle. All right, guys. All right. Looks like I won't be needing my iPad here. Okay. So, 1 second. All right, guys. So I just got a call. I got a call from my girlfriend that my door is open and my dog is not there. Okay. My door is open and my dog is not there. Mind you, my girl's not even home. Her sister found the door open. I don't know what's going on at home, but I need to leave. Okay. I need to leave and make sure that my dog is okay and make sure all my possessions are okay. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to get the hell out of here. Okay. I hate to leave right now. I really hate to leave, but I got myself an emergency, okay? I got myself an emergency situation that I got to make sure everything is okay on the home front, okay? So, guys, I love you so much. I got to end it early right now. I got to end it early and make sure my pup is okay. You met my pup yesterday, Jackson, and he's an adventurous dog, man. If he gets out the house, he's out, man. He's out. You know, so I'm going to go. I got to go make sure everything's okay, guys. I love you so much. Give me hearts in the chat, guys. Give me hearts in the chat and wish me luck, my friends. Wish me luck. Make sure everything's okay. Give me prayers, Zen prayers that Jackson is okay. Everything is okay at my house. Everything is good, okay? So seriously, guys, I'm out of here. I love you so much. I got to make sure that everything's okay, all right? I'm out of here, guys. I will be back for you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 to 12. And later on, I'm here twice a day for you. I'll always be here twice a day for you. Pray for me, my man. I'm out of here, guys. Seriously, I'm out of here making sure my pup is okay, okay? All right. I love you, guys. I will be back tomorrow, guys. Seriously, I'm out. Love you.